প্রসাদে পুষ্ট হইল শীর্ণ ভক্তি লতিকা। জনমে জনমে মোর গুরুদেব রহে যেন শ্রীলা জয় পতাকা।
श्रीला प्रभुपाद तव प्राणधान तुमी तार कृपा बर्तिका। हृदय आकाशे प्रेमेर बाताशे सदा रहो श्रीला जय पताका। परम दयाल गुरु महाराज पतित पावन हेतु पदना कष्ट सहन करिले शीत ताप छाय ऋतु।
যাহার প্রসাদে পুষ্ট হইল শীর্ণ ভক্তি লতিকা। জনমে জনমে মোর গুরুদেব রহে যেন শ্রীলা জয় পতাকা।
धनी दरिद्रे भेद भावनाय उदार्जेर अवतार। शिवेर मत पान करेछ जीवेर पातक गड़ल भार। गौरांग बोलिया दुबाहु तुलिया हुहुंकार दिले तुमी। तब हुंकारे भव भाय जाय तुम्हार चरणे नमी।
যাহার প্রসাদে পুষ্ট হইল শীর্ণ ভক্তি লতিকা। জনমে জনমে মোর গুরুদেব রহে যেন শ্রীলা জয় পতাকা।
भयाले जगत दुःख
নষ্ট হইল শীর্ণ ভক্তি লতিকা জনমে জনমে মোর গুরুদেব রহে যেন শ্রীলা জয় পতাকা Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada
Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva
Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
Hare Krishna to our dearest Guru Maharaj and our worldwide devotee family. Thank you to all the disciples and well-wishers who have joined. It is for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj to host this day 2 of the second worldwide retreat. Coming live to you from JSSS South Africa, Durban. My name is Kasturi Manjari Kripadevi Dasi, and I'm going to be your co-host for today's program. This international retreat is put together by the JSSS Worldwide Family. The first retreat was in May 2021, and it would be held every 4 months. Yesterday was the first day of the second retreat. So all of us come from different countries and have different languages that seem to set us apart. However, we are united in a common language of love. Love for our Guru Maharaj. Wherever Guru Maharaj is, Srila Prabhupada is there. And Krishna. This care is love in action. This is the time to unite as one big God family, led by Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. So now I have the privilege to co-host today with my God brother, His Grace Patita Pavana Chaitanya Das, all the way from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Hari Hari.
Hari Bol Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Kasturi Manjari Kripa Devi Mataji, for the warm welcome. I'm truly excited and grateful to be a part of this amazing retreat now for day 2. So dear Kasturi Mataji, now some devotees, they may have missed out on all the excitement yesterday and joined us today. So for their benefit, could you please kindly share with us about the theme and the aim of this event so that all of us could be on the same page?
Absolutely, Prabhu. How amazing we can all join together on this day, hearing the nectar. The theme, caring people can change the world. It is JSSS Worldwide is hosting this virtual international retreat with the aim to help us strengthen and expand the bonds of care, trust, and unity of this great JSSS family. It is a unique setting to inspire all of us to connect with Guru Maharaj and show care and compassion to our global community, united in diversity. Isn't that amazing?
Thank you so much, Mataji, for refreshing our minds with the aim of this event. Now, dear devotees, before we move on, let us get across some basic housekeeping once again. So firstly, as usual, we humbly request everyone to rename your Zoom names. You can follow the following format. You can type in your country name and then your name. Now, as all of us know, Guru Maharaj dealings are always very personal. And Guru Maharaj would love to know your names and which part of the world that you are from. So come on, dear devotees, for those who have not changed yet, please do it now. So we are also broadcasting this event live on several online platforms, and we are having parallel language translation as well. Please enlighten us on this, Kasturi Mataji.
Isn't this amazing? You think about it. We are live, not just on Facebook, not just on Zoom, but YouTube as well. And it is amazing how we've had almost 500 accounts join us on Zoom, just Zoom. Now think about it. If we join on Zoom for every account, means actually the number is more, since families in some temples log into one account. So more likely we've had approximately 1,500 to 2,000 disciples, let alone the wishes joining us. Haribol to that, yes. Same theory works for other social platforms, social media platforms. So it has reached out. It has been successful. And we're continuing to increase those numbers. So this event is being translated into different languages. We've actually had 6 languages, language translators. There's Tamil, Spanish, Russian, Bengali, Chinese, and Portuguese. So, wow, please connect to the translators of your choice. By using the chat box, type how you feel. Use emojis and give us a thumbs up. Thumbs down if you don't like something, hopefully not. But hearts and claps, we'll appreciate. So we're also going to do the Slido questions. If you liked it, stay tuned for more. And really, guys, everyone, my dear God family, this is only going to be successful with your active engagement with us.
That's right, Mataji. So yesterday we witnessed such an active participation from all the devotees. I am sure that all the devotees are even more enthusiastic to participate actively with us tonight. So Kasturi Mataji, yesterday's first session was mind-blowing. So, mind telling us who's coming up next?
Wow, we have to be magical about this, and mesmerize everyone again. So all the way from Argentina, we have our multi-talented disciple of Guru Maharaj, His Grace Manohar Shyam Das. And yes, yesterday we were mesmerized with Prabhu's magical performance. I cannot believe he did that. And we cannot wait to see what he has up his sleeves today. So stay tuned. Over to you, Manohar Shyam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, everyone. My humble obeisances to Srila Guru Maharaj and all the Vaishnavas. I'm very happy, and it's an honor always to participate and a privilege to participate in this program. And today I prepared something special to finish this session. And to start, many of you are reading the Shastras and seeing like sometime the Lord is in Mayapur, and some moment after that he's in Vrindavan, and they go on foot. And some people are thinking, how is possible? Because the Lord is mystical. He has this mystic power. His name is Yogeshwara, the Lord of all mystic powers. And I will show you in a little trick how you can travel from one place to another. So I will use these coins, American $50, and I will put the $50 one in each corner like this. And because I want to do some mystery, I will cover the coins with the cards like this, one by one, slowly. You can cover the coins actually because the cards are bigger than the coins. This is a scientific fact. You see, you cover one coin, one in each corner, but don't blink, because if I do like this, look, one coin is jumping the other, and all the coins together. Thank you. But let me repeat. I will repeat for you, because some people were sleeping in the morning somewhere. Oh, I didn't see. I will repeat, but I will do more different, a little different. I will use a glass, and I will try all the coins to go inside the glass. And I'm not using 3 cards. I'm only using 1 card. In fact, for the first coin, I will use a card. For the second coin, I'm not using a card, only my hands. And for the last coin, I will not use neither the card, neither the hands. I am crazy today. Nothing in my hands. I do very slowly, almost slow motion. Look, I do like this and I say travel. And look, the coin went away. It's not here in my hand, but it's in the glass. Look. And it jumped inside. Thank you. You can see these 2 real coins. I put it here on the table and cover again. Not using the cards now, only the hand. Slow motion. I will put the coin inside the hand and say go, and it's gone. And inside the glass, 1, 2, and 3 coins. Exactly 1, 2, and 3. And for the last one, not using my hands, I'm using the glass. You can see in the eye of the camera, 3 coins. I put it here on the table. The last one has to pass from here to there. I'm doing like this, and look, disappear. And here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 coins. Thank you very much. Thank you. But now, I would like to do something special. I create a special for this program, and I hope you like. And I will use this deck of cards, and I will shuffle the deck of cards because it's important. All the cards are completely shuffled. So I will shuffle and I will cut several times. And you know, there is a poet in Argentina that says life is like a deck of cards, and it's being shuffled by the hand of God. And although these cards are shuffled by me, cannot escape the shuffle from the hand of God, because God controls everything. And if this deck of cards is like the pages of a book, we can mix them up and tell beautiful stories. And because the hand of the Lord is mixing these stories, let's see after the shuffling which beautiful story we can tell. With the help of the Lord and the blessings, let's start with this beautiful story about a wonderful personality. I will cut last time, and this personality appeared on the planet on the ninth day on the 4th month, April, in the 49th year, and was known as John Gordon Earthman, or J, later on known. At the age of 14, 10 plus 4, 14, and I will do here so you can see better, 14, he graduated effortlessly as the top of his class, or we can say he aced his grade. Let me cut a little bit more and do like this. And you can see in 1968, he took first initiation, and soon after that, second initiation. And on Radhastami, in the year 70, oh my God, we don't have zeros, but we have the Joker. In the 70s, he took sannyas in India, and he became the 12th sannyas in ISKCON, known as Tridandi Jayapataka Swami, or Jay, as the God brother used to call him. He applied citizenship, and he couldn't leave the country, so he has to stay. And Srila Prabhupada asked him, please distribute 10,000 big books, and please distribute 100,000 small books. What he did every month. In the year 77, local villagers attacked Mayapur, and the devotees were arrested trying to defend themselves. He organized a procession with 25,000 people divided in 168 group of kirtan, and he liberated all the devotees. Out of the many instructions Srila Prabhupada asked to him, he asked to initiate 50,000 devotees. Today, he initiated 53,000 devotees, and 19,000 are waiting for initiation. Actually, he's distributing the mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Adwaita, Gadadhar, and Shrivas. This is a beautiful story. Like Krishna is telling to us, it's an eternal pastime. This story is not over. And this is, although it's a blank sheet of paper and Guru Maharaj is still writing the story, this is the wonderful story of JPS. So back to Kasturi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Now, I don't know how you do it, Prabhu, but the card trick on Srila Guru Maharaj was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. That was really, was having goosebumps seeing those tricks actually. So dear devotees, we're moving on to the next session. So we are having this continuation talk on our theme, Caring People Can Change the World, by Her Grace Nitai Sevani Mataji. Yesterday, Her Grace had beautifully shared how Guru Maharaj is the personification of pure love and care. Her Grace narrated such sweet pastimes of Guru Maharaj. And today, Her Grace will be sharing how we can imbibe the mood of our spiritual father. Dear devotees, let us put our hands together for Her Grace Nitai Sevani Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible, Kasturi Mataji? I'm audible? Because it's raining and thunder and light.
Audible.
Not that clear?
You're fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good, Mataji, is good.
Okay. Namo Yom Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamin Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Krupa Pradayine Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Grama Tarine Om Jnanati Mirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha kalpatarubhayascha kripa sindhu bhayevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Paramaradhya Guru Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. So, first of all, my humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas, my very dear God sisters and God brothers. And I'm so glad to be back here again on this forum. And before I begin the part 2 of our theme, I would like to share a story with all of you. Now, this story is about the mysterious. It's about the very, very special 5 letters, 5 exchanges which happen between a father and son. Now, this father and son, they are from India, and the son, he goes to the West to study. And when he goes there, he writes a first letter to his. Okay, am I not audible? I hear some. Tell me if I'm not audible.
You're fine. We can hear
So,
you.
So he writes his first letter to his father, stating that, my dear father, I'm very happy to be here, but there's a little issue. The issue is that the pocket money which you have sent to me, it's not enough. I need a little more from you. And then his father sends him some pocket money. And then he writes after a couple of months a second letter. And he tells his father, well, I got a part-time job, so you don't need to send me money anymore. I'm okay. And then after a couple of months, he writes a third letter to his father, stating that, in fact, I'm earning more than it's required, so I want to send you some money back home. And then after a couple of months, he writes the fourth letter, letting his father know that he's so well settled here. All are appreciating him, his good qualities, and all are asking him, who's your father who's given you such beautiful qualities, such nice disposition, such nice behavior? So can you please visit me here in the US? Everybody's looking forward to see you. So the father goes and visits the son. And then after a few months, he writes his last letter, the final letter to the father, stating that, well, I've earned whatever I'm supposed to earn, and now I want to come back home for good. And these 5 letters are the stages in every disciple's life in their relationship with the Guru. In the first letter, the first stage of all of our spiritual journey is where we are always asking Guru Maharaj, I want from you, I want from you, I want from you. I want your love, I want your care, I want your blessings, I want your attention. Please listen to my problems. It's not enough. I need some more of your time and some more of your time. That's our first letter. And then after sometimes as we spiritually grow, we write the second letter. And there is, I'm okay, I'm initiated now, I'm following the 4 rules and regulations, I'm chanting, I'm fine. And then comes a stage in our life where we write the third letter to Guru Maharaj, where we tell him that actually you have done so much for me. I want to do something in return. So I want to connect more and more souls, more and more living entities with you, Guru Maharaj. You please bless them too. And then comes the fourth letter in our life, where we tell Guru Maharaj, everybody's asking us, who's your Guru? Who taught you? How come you are so good behavior, so nice Vaishnava etiquette, so good Sadachar? Who's your Guru? So then I just want the people to know that I'm just an amplifier. The sound is coming from you. I'm just an instrument, but you are the one who's giving me all inspiration and all energy. So please come, Guru Maharaj, visit our center. Please visit our Bhakti Vriksha. Please visit our Namahata center. Please come and bless everybody. And then comes a stage where we write the final letter to Guru Maharaj, where we say, Guru Maharaj, it's enough. We've done enough. We over with all our attachments, because so far our life story was like this. I like Guru Maharaj, but I also like this person, and I also like my husband, and I also like this and that. But now the stage is that Guru Maharaj, I'm completely surrendered to you, and I'm ready to hold your dhoti, and wherever you want to take me, whether you want to take us back home, back to Godhead, Goloka, Vrindavan, or whether you just want to take us to another planet where you plan to serve your Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, we are completely surrendered to you. Just take us where you want to. And I thought that this is a journey that every disciple has to go through. But sometimes it so happens that we get stuck with the first letter or sometimes the second letter, and we always want more and more from him. I remember as a young school girl, when I made my first maiden visit to Sridham Mayapur, in those days in the 90s, after Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja, the next day we used to go to the Jagannath temple by boat. And I remember Guru Maharaj used to get inside one boat, and everybody used to want to travel in that boat, and they used to fill the boat up. And then very slowly, suddenly Guru Maharaj will get up from that boat and go and sit in another boat. And then everybody will start filling up that boat. Then he goes to the third boat, and like that he keeps filling up all the boats, and we never know in which boat he is going to be there. And I remember as a young school girl, I was always looking at him. I wanted that flower he should throw on me. I want his looks. I want his blessings. I want everything for myself. That was my maiden visit to Mayapur. And then after 2 months, Guru Maharaj came to Hyderabad for Rath Yatra. And there also Guru Maharaj was sitting on the Rath Yatra cart. And I was right in front. And I want all the flower. Guru Maharaj, he throws flowers on everybody and prasadam for myself. And then my mother told me, she just signed me. She said, you got the flower from Guru Maharaj. Now you move, go back behind the line and let the others get it. And I thought that was so beautiful, actually. When we get what we are getting from Guru Maharaj, what we can do is we can go back behind the line and push somebody else forward to get his love, to get his magical touch, to get his affection for their heart and soul. And that person who is in the front, as soon as he gets his share, he should also move back behind the line and push somebody else forward. And in that way, all of us God brothers and God sisters can make sure that everybody is a recipient of Guru Maharaj's magical touch, and not that we exclusively keep it for ourselves. I was just thinking that even if we can't help Guru Maharaj or assist Guru Maharaj in his mission, at least we should not be an obstacle in his mission by trying to get all the attention on ourselves and keeping the others bereft of it by taking all his time. Actually, there is one very, very important instruction and a very, very important lesson Guru Maharaj had spoken on one occasion, which I remember. That was in 2008. This was before his stroke, just before his stroke, that one day, that one night before the stroke. He had gone to ISKCON Chopati temple and he was giving a class there. And there in the middle of his class, he was explaining one point, and he was saying that during my childhood days, we used to get some free coupons. And when we showed that coupon to the supermarket, they used to give us a basket. And then we used to get 30 seconds time. And in that 30 seconds, we are supposed to grab whatever possible and put it inside our basket. And Guru Maharaj was laughing, and he was mentioning that as a child, I used to run so fast and try and grab everything and put it inside my basket. And then Guru Maharaj made a very profound point. He said, in those days, at least I knew I have 30 seconds. But now I'm not sure if I even have another 3 more seconds. That is why I'm in a hurry. That is why I'm running from country to country, temple to temple, place to place, because I want to grab all the living entities and somehow get them connected to Krishna. I want all the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and somehow put it all inside my basket. I'm in a hurry, he said. And I thought that was such a beautiful point. Sometimes we all are wondering, why does Guru Maharaj take so much strain and running around here and there? Why can't he take a little bit rest? But this is the answer. He's in a hurry. He's in a hurry. He wants to connect to everybody as quickly as possible and connect them to Krishna. And I was thinking, What can we do to assist him? Because he's in a hurry. How can we help him? And I was just thinking that just like in a departmental store, let's say if somebody is in a hurry and they're shopping something, some grocery, how can we help him? Let's say he's walking in the grocery store with the basket. Let's say he's grabbing a squash here or a tomato sauce bottle here. How can we help him? The only way we can help him is we go 5-10 steps further and try and grab things and come back to him and put it in his basket so that he doesn't have to take that 5-10 extra steps, and then we can save his time. So that way, all of us, the way we can serve him or assist him is to try and get more and more people connected to him, to try and get more and more people to feel and experience that love and care that we all are already enjoying. And this can make Krishna happy. This will make Guru Maharaj happy. We know this will make Krishna happy because Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita 18.69, that one who preaches my glories, connects people to me, they are my favorite. So we are making Krishna happy by doing this, and we're making Guru Maharaj happy by doing this. And we are also purified when we do that. When we connect people, we are also purified. I remember as a young girl, I don't know if some of you are from India, you will know this tradition that as young girls, you know, when there is a marriage in the family, what the young little girls do, they dress up nicely and they have this rose water sprinkler. So any guest who walks inside the hall, they just sprinkle rose water on the guest. And I remember as a young girl doing it, sprinkling rose water on everybody who enters the hall. But after some time, what happens? You yourself start smelling like rose because you've been sprinkling that water on everybody, and it gets sprinkled back on you and you smell like rose yourself. So when we preach to others and when we get connected, people get connected to Krishna and Guru Maharaj, and our connection becomes more stronger. Now, a question may arise. Guru Maharaj loves and cares everybody because he has it. He can give that love and care to everybody because he has it. But we don't have it. We don't have a storehouse of love and care. So how will we share it with others? I want to give you a small example here. Let's say you are in a famine affected area and you are starving. You know, you've been starving from morning, and a relief worker comes there and says, "Oh, you are starving? Here is some bread for you." Oh, and you're very happy. You're eating that bread. And after some time, the relief worker tells you, "Do you want some more bread? I have a lot of bread in my storehouse." And you will say, "Yeah, I want some more." And then the relief worker tells you, "Okay, come on, follow me. Come behind me and I'll take you to the storehouse where there is a lot of bread." Now, what you can do at that time is you can simply follow the relief worker, but you can also do one more thing. On the way, you can keep shouting and informing others, "Hey, there's lots of bread there, it seems. If you like, you can join me and we can all go behind this relief worker and get some more bread." So it's very nice. We can share it with others, but there's one issue here. Sometimes when we are sharing with others, if we lose the track of the relief worker and we lose our way, then we cannot help ourselves and neither we can help others. So here the whole formula is connect, but stay connected. Connect others, but you also stay connected with Guru Maharaj. You also stay, because Guru Maharaj is like a relief worker. We are all in a spiritual famine area, and he's that relief worker who is giving us more bread. And on the way, we can inform others, "Hey, there is bread here. Hey, there is bread here." But we also need to be connected. That means we can share, but we should not stop savoring. We should also stay connected. So this is one thing we can do. So even if we don't have it, but we know where is the storehouse, and we can connect people to Guru Maharaj. And that way, like father, like son, like father, like daughter, we can simply take his and then connect it to others. There's one more point that I want to make. My time is running out. Yesterday, there were a lot of beautiful points discussed in the panel discussion, and I was just hearing, and many beautiful points came up, how we can help each other as a God family. So somebody was saying we can help by having some kind of a financial fund wherein all the JSS disciples can be helped. And then somebody came up with a point that we can be helpful by just being by the side of a devotee. When somebody needs you, just be by their side. So somebody said financial help, somebody said mental help, somebody said social help. And actually, somebody said association, just send them some WhatsApp link, just try and find out how they are doing. And there's so many things actually we are already doing. I think shortly we'll be hearing also from Maharaj Prabhu, and so many yatras that he organizes just to keep us all together, just to keep us bonded, just to give us that connection with Guru Maharaj. And then there are these JSSS meetings which we have regularly, where we take each other's association. And then of course there are n number of WhatsApp groups where we connect to each other. So there are yatras and associations and talking and gifting and so many things. But everything has its own challenges. Yesterday I was contemplating that when they talked about the financial fund, somebody may be thinking, can I contribute? Maybe I can't. I'm not so financially well to do. Or somebody may think, well, I don't know how much I can be by the side because there are geographical constraints. But I was just thinking about one thing that we all can do. And there is no barrier to that. A Mataji can do it, a Prabhuji can do it, a child can do it, an old man can do it, and just about anybody can do it. And it's free, it doesn't cost anything. And that is, we can pray for each other. We can pray for each other. All the God brothers and God sisters, we can pray for each other, and prayer works, prayer works. And I was just thinking that so long, Guru Maharaj has been praying for us. And after his stroke, we learned to pray for him. We didn't know that we're supposed to pray for him, because it's all along he praying for us. And now we learned to pray for him. And I think now we can go another step forward. Not only he prays for us, and not only we pray for him, we can pray for each other. All of us, we can pray for each other, pray for each other's well-being, that we can all be connected, happy, stay well in service of Guru and Krishna. And that will make this whole world such a beautiful place. I pray for you, you pray for me, he prays for her, and she prays for him. And that way, this love and care and pray can make the whole world such a beautiful place to live in. And that's what actually our scriptures say. I remember as a young girl, when I used to go to the temple, all the other girls around me who were studying in the same class, they used to always ask for, oh Krishna, please make sure I get good grades in my exam. Or somebody used to say, oh Krishna, I want this and I want that. And my mom used to tell me that you ask to Krishna. I mean, I'm a Gujarati, so we have this prayer in Gujarati, Bhagavan Badhanu Bhalu Kare. So that means, says Krishna, please make sure everybody in this world is happy. And she used to tell me, if you make that prayer, remember you are also part of the world. So you will also be happy automatically. And that's what the scriptures say. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Sarve santo niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyanti. Mam kaschit dukkha bhaga bhavet. That's what the scriptures also say, that we pray for each other. And I thought this is what we can add to all the other things that we spoke yesterday, how as JPS family we can help each other and increase our bonding, but we can also pray for each other selflessly. So with this, I'll end it here. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be part of this very beautiful and sweet program of interaction between all the God brothers and God sisters. And I pray we always stay like this together and serve our Guru Maharaj in the way that pleases him. So with this, I'll end it here. Gurudev ki jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Thank you so much, Her Grace Nitai Sevri Mataji,
Amazing.
for beautifully summing it all up on how we can help Guru Maharaj. Try to get more people connected to Guru Maharaj, to also become recipient of love. And at the same time, keep ourselves connected with Guru Maharaj. Very, very wonderfully said, Mataji. Thank you so much. So, dear Kasturi Mataji, we are moving on to the next item. Yesterday, we had an amazing panel discussion on our theme, Caring People Can Change the World. based on the tick values. Could you please be kind to list out those values again, Mataji?
Absolutely, Prabhu. So caring people can change the world. Care has certain values that can inspire care and reciprocate with it. And that involves with the word what makes you tick. Tick is team spirit, transparency, trust, inclusiveness, and compassion. So Guru Maharaj not only imbibes care for his disciples, he has pure love for everyone, ready to save without discrimination. So much of compassion and care for everyone, he capturing our hearts. So let us imbibe this mood by learning how to connect, keeping in touch, and getting involved. So today we're going to learn more from our panel discussion regarding this.
Once again, devotees, we welcome Her Grace Madhura Lileshwari, all the way from Geetanagari, Pennsylvania, to chair the panel discussions with another amazing lineup of panelists. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Patita Pavana Prabhu and Kasturi Manjuri Mataji. Thank you all for joining us once again today. As was mentioned by Nitai Sevini Mataji and also by the hosts today, we had an illustrious panel discussing such important and pertinent points yesterday. And today we have yet another illustrious panel. Mataji summed up yesterday's session so well, and Mother Ramboru was the one who also told us that prayers is the most important thing that we can all do together. We have to remember that we are not in control, Krishna is in control, and he will help us if we just put our hands together and pray to him. So without further ado, let me introduce the panel for today. We have 4 wonderful devotees. I'll start with His Grace Sri Vallabha Prabhu. His Grace Sri Vallabha Prabhu is a senior disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. His family was instrumental and is instrumental in starting the preaching of Krishna consciousness in Damodar Desh. And today Sri Vallabha Prabhu is the president of Damodar Desh Yatra, which has more than 4,000 congregation members. He is the ISKCON emissary for the Gulf Cooperation Council countries and the JPS Seva Committee chairman. Welcome so much. Welcome, Prabhu. Thank you so much for joining us, and we are eager to hear from you today. Next, we have His Grace Chiranjiva Prabhu. His Grace Chiranjiva Prabhu joined the ashram as a brahmachari in Sweden in 1977. He was also the president of the Copenhagen Temple for 10 years. Chiranjiva Prabhu is now the co-regional secretary for Malaysia. Welcome, Prabhu. Nice to see you here. Hare Krishna. Next up, we have Her Grace Chudamani Mataji, a senior disciple of Guru Maharaj from the UK. Mataji has served in various capacities since joining ISKCON in the early 80s. Mataji was also one of the first disciples of Guru Maharaj who rushed to Spain to care for Guru Maharaj when he was hurt in an accident in the late 80s. Thank you for joining us, Mataji. And last but not least, we have Vaishnava Pran Prabhu. His Grace Vaishnava Pran Das is a senior disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj from South Africa. A medical doctor by profession, Prabhu serves as a chairman of IMPACT, which stands for ISKCON Medical Practitioners and Care Teams, and is also a member of the executive committee for ISKCON Devotee Care South Africa and Guru Maharaj's health care team. Thank you so much for joining us, Prabhu. And thank you so much to all the panelists today. And today we are going to discuss something a little, I don't know if I should say it's lighter, but I think something that we can all connect to, because all of us will have one story or 2 stories or many stories of how we experienced care from Guru Maharaj. And today, these wonderful devotees who have had so many years of experience with Guru Maharaj is going to share some of these experiences with us. So to start with, maybe we can start with Sri Vallabha Prabhu. I would like to ask you, Prabhu, how you have seen the display of the mood of caring from Guru Maharaj in your yatra. Today, we are going to speak about two, this is going to be two-prong. So one is how you have experienced the care of Guru Maharaj in your yatra, and the other one is how you have experienced the care of Guru Maharaj personally in your lives. So Sri Vallabha Prabhu, can you start us off? Thank you.
Start with the
Okay.
point.
You're audible now, Prabhu. Go ahead.
How and what experience I have had of Guru Maharaj in life. Because with that strength only, we have a capacity to help Guru Maharaj in running the yatra. I won't even say that we are running the yatra. Particular angle, I'm definitely very, very fortunate to be in touch with Srila Prabhupada's movement. And from very, very early days, was in touch with, I met Guru Maharaj the first time somewhere in 1984, 85, still as a youth, and really inspired by his way of giving. And many times we cling on in the vehicle that goes to the airport with him, and we see his caring. Not only through the journey he's talking about Krishna and preaching, but right at the airport he stops by to give prasadam to everybody in the airport. He just does not rest before he gets on a flight. He's there meeting everybody from the lowest to the to whoever's in the check-in desk, to everybody. He reaches out prasadam. So we see that there is, in Guru Maharaj's life, this mood of caring at all times, in all circumstances, and whatever be the place. We have heard over the last 2 days so many instances, and of where devotees were saying how Guru Maharaj is even advising doctors how to preach. And I think even when Guru Maharaj was in the hospital at the toughest times, he was still reaching out to the nurses and the doctors and preaching. He said, every day I have to at least reach out to one person. That was his strategy. So Guru Maharaj has been extremely merciful to me, the entire family, by the care and attention he has given us. Yes, the glimpses, as I think the Chudamani Mataji was saying, is just a few glimpses, kataksha, that we look forward to Guru Maharaj's blessings, us. And it has been as a youth, as in Krishna consciousness, as an infant in Krishna consciousness, and as we were setting up to move into Dubai, it's called Damodar Desh, Guru Maharaj said, I'm also responsible for that region, go and set up the programs. And that's the first care, right? So he said, go set up the program and I'll visit you regularly. So he's been there from the beginning of how we set up the yatra. Now, through my life, at every important step in the life that I have taken, every important aspect of journey, somehow or the other, there will be a meeting with Guru Maharaj. Either Guru Maharaj comes to the place where we are, or we meet Guru Maharaj, and every step Guru Maharaj has guided us at each time. And Guru Maharaj's thought is not just about the individual. Guru Maharaj's thought is broadly about how we can use our time in serving Krishna. It was just one example that I had when I met Guru Maharaj at the airport, when there was an important milestone in my life of my getting a
Sorry,
promotion.
Prabhu. Can I interrupt for a bit? I'm so sorry, because I'm getting a lot of messages saying that, you're not audible. So
Okay.
I don't know, maybe you need to put yourself closer to the microphone or just
Better
speak a
now?
little louder. Can you say that again?
Am I better now?
Yes, better, but it keeps going in and out. So maybe I think you just have to position yourself in one place,
Sorry.
because I don't want everyone to miss what you have to say,
Sorry. Am I better now? Is that
Yes,
better?
that's very much better. Yeah. So you would just, please continue, Prabhu. Sorry.
Right. So this was an instance where, right at the Dubai airport, Guru Maharaj is just transiting from some place back to India. And that's one of the most important aspect of my life, where I have applied for a position and likely to get a big promotion there. So generally, anybody would say, okay, my Ashirvad, and may you materially settle well. Guru Maharaj's first point was, you're able to spend a lot of time in Prachar right now. Will you have all the time if you get your promotion? I hope it's not something that is going to take you away from serving Krishna, serving me. So that was the compassion that he had, because at any stage and any time, Guru Maharaj is always concerned about the service that we have for him, for Srila Prabhupada and the movement. These are just few aspects. With regards to the congregation, just moving on, I have to say that, Guru Maharaj has been there guiding us from every stage, every step. His wonderful concepts of Damodar International Festival just took Damodar Desh to a different level. We reached out to so many more people. At every aspect, any lecture, any particular meeting that we have, the various innovative ideas that Guru Maharaj will bring in so that we are able to implement it, all implementable ideas, and the care that he shows, irrespective of who is who in the congregation, right from a very simple person to the big businessman that he meets, the time that he wants to spend, the more that he wants to give every one of them. Sometimes we as organizers think it's better, I try and cut short Guru Maharaj's time with so-and-so, there's program to go. But Guru Maharaj is beyond time, because he wanted to give himself totally. At every stage, he has guided us. And I think what better example can it be in the current situation of COVID, when Guru Maharaj cannot travel? He is more visible to everybody all around the world. He has taught us how to explode digitally and preach digitally. And I think that alone, and he is visiting everyone's house. I remember taking Guru Maharaj to everybody's house on a couple of visits, and there'll be always complaints from so many that, you didn't bring Guru Maharaj to my house, and I had to follow the, 2 minutes only, and it'll never be 2 minutes. We'll say 5 minutes, but it'll end up 15 minutes. But now the innovative concept that Guru Maharaj is reaching everybody's house, it is your Shraddha, and if you're there, Guru Maharaj will visit your house. That's amazing. Just see the innovative style that's still going on today. That's an example. I'll end with that so that the other panelists also can say something on the same.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. We could go on hearing all these wonderful pastimes, and that's why we have such a great lineup today. I think next, keeping to what you said about how Guru Maharaj cares not only for disciples, but everyone. And we have right with us an example of that, which is who is His Grace Chiranjeeva Prabhu. He is a Siksha disciple of Guru Maharaj, and he will speak now about his personal experiences with Guru Maharaj, how he experienced care from our dearest Guru Maharaj. Go ahead, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I feel really humbled to be asked to be on the panel when there are so many senior God brothers and God sisters who have been serving Guru Maharaj for so many years. I'm like the new kid on the block. So I just take it as a service. It's always a great opportunity to say something about Guru Maharaj. And I take permission from all my senior God brothers and God sisters to say something. The amount of care and personal touch that Guru Maharaj has for everyone, it just keeps astounding me every time. I've seen it so many times, but every time I see it, I just get astounded. I remember Marichi Prabhu told me one time that Guru Maharaj said that the mercy of Lord Nityananda is unlimited. You have no idea. And we can see that in the representative of Lord Nityananda, Guru Maharaj's mercy is just unlimited. And Sri Vallabha Prabhu mentioned how previously he has to physically visit the home, visit devotees. Every time he goes to a temple, to get to another program is always a big struggle. Because when he leaves the temple, there's so many devotees wanting to see him. And he just stopped each time inquiring from each devotee, how are you doing? What can I do for you? Can I pray for you? It's just so much care. I've not seen this kind of care and personal touch anywhere else from anyone. And now, with the pandemic restricted to staying in Mayapur for so long, for what, more than 1.5, almost 2 years, it doesn't stop him. It's like nothing can stop Guru Maharaj. It turned into like a blessing in disguise with the Zoom classes. Now he's going in when I attend the classes on Saturday, at the end of the class, when he visits the devotees' home, I just look with great amazement how he interacts, even though it's maybe a very short time. But Chaitanya Charitamrita says even lava matra sadhu sangha. even that moment of association when you enter the home of these devotees and just say a few words, it just makes the day. It's like, it just carry you throughout the whole week until the next meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just unlimited capacity that Guru Maharaj has. And that shows the love he has in his heart. So much love. And that is love is just, when the devotee is connected to the storehouse of love, Godhead, he has so much to give and so much to offer. There's no limit to it. So, and in this way, despite his physical condition, he just continued to inspire us, continue to encourage the devotees and show them that I care, I'm here, and I love you. And this is just so powerful, amazing.
Thank you, Prabhu. And we see every Saturday the offering of love that you and Chandravali Mataji offer to Guru Maharaj, beautiful offerings every Saturday. So I think everyone here knows that. So moving on, I think all of us would have experienced some kind of care that Guru Maharaj gave us. And I encourage everyone who's listening on YouTube and Facebook right now, if you can think of one pastime that you have had with Guru Maharaj and just post it on the comments. I think, all of us can read it, and I'm sure Guru Maharaj will also probably would like to read it. So go ahead and do that. And we will also listen from our experienced panelists on their experiences. And next we have Chudamani Mataji. She is such a known God sister of ours. We've heard so much about her, but we don't hear so much from her. And so this is such a great opportunity that we have her with us. Chudamani Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining us today.
Hare Krishna.
Please
Hare
let
Krishna. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can.
Am I audible?
You are, but the line is a little bit choppy. So I don't know how we can fix that, but just keep speaking. We'll see if it's working.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to say something. We've heard Guru Maharaj's inter-exchanges with us and anyone he meets. There is no limit to Guru Maharaj's mercy when he meets anyone. How kind, encouraging, congruent Guru Maharaj is. I'd like to talk about Guru Maharaj's exchanges with us devotees in UK is not Guru Maharaj's zone, but Guru Maharaj has developed such a strong, loving, caring exchanges with UK Yatra that when anybody hears that Jayapataka Maharaj is in UK, they all come and see Guru Maharaj. So one typical day, if I can describe, Guru Maharaj would have come, and at least, if I can count, at least 50 to 60 minimum devotees would have come to ask for some kind of care that they need. I can give few examples. For instance, there was one Mataji who wasn't coming to the temple for a long time, Prabhupada's disciple, and she was going through a difficult patch. She felt that everybody was rejecting her. She came to say Guru Maharaj, but they don't want anybody in the room. She just wanted to talk to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said he's a sannyasi and he has to have someone. So Guru Maharaj asked me to be part of that exchanges he had with this Mataji. Mataji was stone drunk. She had an alcohol problem. That's how she dealt with her problems. She had 3 children. And Guru Maharaj spent more than an hour with her. I could not leave the room. She was talking and crying. Guru Maharaj handed over his own water cup to this Mataji and said, you take a break, have a glass of water. And he was so kind and caring. He personally gave his phone number. And those days, the contact there were no mobile phones. So I'm talking about early 80s. Guru Maharaj was immediately giving her that direct contact, took her details, and also said to me that I need to take care of this Mataji. So that is one example. there's another example is Guru Maharaj, because in early 80s, all association we had was a lot of Prabhupada's disciple. And Mukshalaksmi Mataji had just left Vrindavan after Srila Prabhupada had left this planet. And there was some discrepancy about what was going on when Srila Prabhupada left planet. So some disciples were leaving and weren't very happy, and they were told to leave. And she was one of the disciples who didn't have anywhere to go. So she contacted Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj said, you come to my zone and I'll take care of you. And she remembered that very well. And she came to see Guru Maharaj one day because her daughter needed the grain ceremony. And, again, she kind of had exchanges with Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj spent good half an hour with her, discussing what she's doing, how is she, what are her, it was amazing exchanges Guru Maharaj has with his own God brothers, God sister. And I observed this in 1989 when Guru Maharaj was attacked in Madrid. Guru Maharaj's 3 senior sannyasi brothers were so forthcoming and wanting to be, returning the care and love Guru Maharaj had given to them. And when they heard, I contacted Bhakti Charu Maharaj. He was in US that time, and he was newly appointed GBC secretary. So I rang Maharaj and I said, Maharaj, what is GBC doing about? Because Jayapataka Maharaj is in hospital ICU. And he said, where are you? Where are you from? He took my details and immediately said, I'll contact you back, which he did. So to cut the story short, we had His Holiness Shivaram Swami and His Holiness Tamal Krishna Swami accompanied me to visit Guru Maharaj in Madrid. And we took a flight together. I was really frozen, sitting with 2 sannyasi in a flight. I didn't know what to do. I was really in a panic state. And I'm not a trained bhaktin. I never attended any bhaktin program or anything. I've just been very fortunate to association with Prabhupada disciples. Throughout the flight, His Holiness Tamal Krishna Swami told me so many stories about Srila Guru Maharaj. He told me how Guru Maharaj at the age of 21 took sannyas in Calcutta. He shared how Guru Maharaj's unconditional love, and he is a Prabhupada man. And he shared exchanges with Guru Maharaj. He said one time Tamal Krishna Swami had a very bad tummy ache, severe tummy ache. And it was hot summer day in Mayapur. So he went on the rooftop to take a rest, but he was crouching up with the pain. And Guru Maharaj saw him. And Guru Maharaj went to him and immediately he said, you lie down, and started giving him massage. And Tamal Krishna Swami described that Guru Maharaj's healing, soft hand knocked him to the deep sleep. When he got up, it was early hour of the morning, and Jayapataka was next to him. And he said, what are you doing? He says, I was up here with you. So Guru Maharaj had stayed up whole night to make sure that Tamal Krishna Swami was. And he said, that is Jayapataka. You are very fortunate disciple of Jayapataka Maharaj. So I just wanted to share that Guru Maharaj's exchanges with anyone he meets, but he has a loving, caring, congruent relationship with anyone, including all his God brothers and God sisters.
That's
Thank
so
you.
beautiful. That's so beautiful, Mataji. We knew we're going to get a lot of nectar out of you. And next, I'm going to go to Vaishnava Pran Prabhu. But before that, I just want to tell everyone in the panel that, please think of more pastimes and that we can showcase Guru Maharaj's care to your yatra or to you personally. I think, it's been so good so far that we have to hear more. So Vaishnava Pran Prabhu, over to you now.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I feel very humbled to be in your presence today, in front of all my senior god brothers, god sisters, well wishers, and families throughout the world globally. So just to get to the point, Guru Maharaj has very deep compassion. When I was doing my internship in Bangalore, one of our senior god brothers, his brother actually was quite ill and had cancer. And he was at St. John's Hospital. And Guru Maharaj, when he heard this news, he got the devotees together. We all went straight through to St. John's Hospital. He had a roaring kirtan in the ward. And after he had a roaring kirtan, he then initiated him. And a few days later, that dear God brother of ours left the planet. So that's Guru Maharaj's deep care and compassion that he has for every living entity. But more importantly, it's not just the God family. He also has deep compassion for his God brothers. You know, when he was in South Africa, when he used to come for Ratha Yatra in the early 90s, one of his God brothers, I remember it was Srila Prabhu, when I was serving Guru Maharaj at the time, was having some difficulties, some challenges. And Guru Maharaj, first thing he asked us, did you take prasad? He asked Srila Prabhu. And Srila Prabhu said, yeah, I had something. Immediately Guru Maharaj said, arrange prasad for Srila Prabhu. And we immediately, you know, this mood came across, irrespective of just who you are, wherever you are. He has this deep caring, and immediately he saw to Srila Prabhu. But more importantly, you know, there was a time when we were coming back from Ratha Yatra, and it was late at night. You know, Guru Maharaj never finishes early. Till today, I think he always sleeps just before midnight. That is Guru Maharaj's schedule. And it so happened that we were coming to the Durban temple, Radha Radhanath, and it was about like 11:30, 11:45 at night. And suddenly we saw this woman with open hair running and screaming and coming straight to Guru Maharaj. I stopped the car immediately. Guru Maharaj jumped out, just opened the back door, and people were running behind her. And immediately Guru Maharaj just said, put her in the back. He asked me, just check in my bag for my Swiss penknife. I was amazed. I was wondering what's going on. Guru Maharaj took out this penknife, the Swiss penknife. And while she was there, I remember him very clearly saying, Om Hanumantaye Namaha. And he moved the knife in front of her and the sides of her and behind her. And immediately she just calmed down. She was back to normal and came back to her senses. And then the family that was coming back immediately, Guru Maharaj just gave them a kavach and he said, chant Hare Krishna. They took her out. We jumped back in the car. We went straight down to his residence, and that was it. Next morning, it was business as usual for Guru Maharaj, preaching and doing whatever was required. So, you know, Guru Maharaj's mood is whether you're within Krishna consciousness or whether you're not in Krishna consciousness, but he has this magnanimous mood of wherever you are, whatever your condition, he will reach out to you and he will assist you irrespective of whatever it means, especially to him, if he has to go that extra mile, that extra, how would you call it, endeavor that he has to do to make sure that you're part of the family of Srila Prabhupada's family. For me personally, Guru Maharaj has always been a pillar of strength from the time I was a student till the time I became a Grihastha. He always took care of me and my family. And more importantly, when my wife had ill health, Nandapriya Gopika, he used to inquire regularly how she is. He used to write to her and ask her how you are. You know, I had to give him a feedback regularly. And when it came to my family, every step of the way for the Annaprashna, the grain ceremony, etc., Guru Maharaj was always there. So for me personally, even in respect of my career, he was always there guiding, touching base with me, making sure that I was focused in my Krishna consciousness. And there's no better way I can say, you know, Guru Maharaj is our pillar of strength as a family, of Srila Prabhupada's family. But more importantly, he's touched each and everyone's heart globally, whether you belong to the God family, whether you belong to whoever family you belong to, even in to other, how would you say, family members of Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj has always been touching our hearts. And this deep mood of compassion is touching each and every one of us deep within the depths of our heart. And I pray that at this moment in time, this deep compassion, if we can get one iota of that compassion that Guru Maharaj has for each and every member of ISKCON, let alone humanity at large, then we can truly say, father like son, or father, or daughter like father, just like that. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you and Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank you, Prabhu. And that is the reason why we are all gathered here today, because we want to be inspired by the care that Guru Maharaj gives to us and what we have seen him giving to others. And we want to be able to give that care to everyone that comes across our path as well. And, you know, our movement is a movement of parampara. You know, we get everything passed down. And this attitude, this attribute of caring is something that's so important that we need to pass down as well. Anyone else would like to, you know, tell us another beautiful pastime? Sri Vallabha Prabhu, are you ready for another dose of nice Guru Maharaj Katha?
I think I wanted to, and one particular example of Guru Maharaj, I can never forget. Once in Dubai, Guru Maharaj was organizing his trip into Europe. And out of all the places in Europe, you know, he was planning to go to Vienna. And somehow or the other, it was difficult. Somehow or the other, he wanted to schedule his trip to touch Vienna. I asked his servant, what's happening in Vienna? Why is Guru Maharaj so keen? Because it's a little out of the way. And why is he doing it? The servant said, there is one disciple of Guru Maharaj there, and only one lady, and she cannot afford to travel to India or come and meet Guru Maharaj anywhere else. So when he is looking at traveling and making his travel plan, he is already looking at touching there, spending half a day, giving her mercy, and then going out. This touched me completely, just for one person traveling all the way, making a route to go via Vienna. And I think that compassion, Guru Maharaj has a capacity to, as Bhagavad Gita says, Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan, becoming smaller than the smallest and greater than the greatest. He is always the greatest, but he can touch the smallest, and he can touch a huge audience, and he can touch one person, and all at one time, sitting where he is always blessing us. Later, I would like to have a minute. If you think, finally, I would like to just conclude with a couple of statements. If you think it's now, I can do it. Otherwise, it can be later.
I think you can do it now, Prabhu, or maybe we'll keep it for the conclusion. I think that'll be nice. I'm getting a feeling that it's going to be something really good that we can use as a concluding statement. So we'll go to someone else. Chiranjeev Prabhu, would you like to add anything? Or Mother Chudamani, would you like to add another pastime? Okay, we'll go with Chiranjeev Prabhu. You're muted, Prabhu. Can you unmute yourself, please? I know you have a Sunday feast class to give in a bit.
Yep, at
Yes.
least now.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just want to share the some personal care and love that Guru Maharaj showed to me. That when I was temple president in Copenhagen, Guru Maharaj used to visit every year, even sometimes very short visit for just maybe 10, 12 hours overnight. So when I moved back to Malaysia in 1998, Guru Maharaj told me, he said, you always take so good care of me when I visit your temple. Now it's my turn to take care of you. I find it a bit ironic because Malaysia is my home country. I'm on home ground. And he gave me his personal email and number and told me that you can contact me anytime you want directly, and you do not have to go through anyone. But I told him, I said, Maharaj, you are always surrounded by so many disciples. It's difficult to speak to you in private. So he took me by the hand and moved me to a corner. And sure enough, disciples were flocking around him, and he put up his hand and said, stop, and stopped them in his track and took me to a corner. He said, all right, now we're just alone. What do you want to say? And I was having some difficulty there, and he came for Janmashtami, and he asked to speak to me. And I say, yeah, Guru, I would like to speak to you. He said, all right, you come to my apartment across the temple the day after Vyasa Puja. So it was just me and my wife and him. And we spoke for 3 hours. It was amazing. I was just asking about everything. He tried to offer me different services. You can do this, you can do that. So subsequently, every time he comes to Malaysia, he will always ask for me, so where's the CEO? I don't know why, but in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, they call me the CEO. He will always ask, where's the CEO? Where's the CEO? When I moved to New Zealand. Sorry.
Did we lose you, Prabhu?
I'm coming in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's a temple president asking for me.
All right, okay.
So Guru Maharaj was always calling me once or twice a year, wherever he is, speak to me, always trying to keep me. But I didn't know how to relate back to him, because for me, Guru means service. It was not until 2 years ago when he appointed me as to assist Simeshwara Prabhu in Malaysia as co-regional secretary. And I thought, now, okay, now I have a service. Now I can relate to Guru Maharaj in service. Before that, I just didn't know how to relate to him.
Beautiful, Prabhu. Thank you so much. I'm also previously from Malaysia, so I know personally how close Chiranjeev Prabhu is with Guru Maharaj. And it's so beautiful to see the exchanges between them. And I see a lot of pastimes being shared on the comment box as well. And I cannot read all of that right now, but I would like to mention one.
Sorry, Maturam.
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you please excuse me? I'm really sorry I had to go.
Yes,
the
no
temple
problem.
president right on my back.
Okay.
Sorry,
Prabhu,
I had to leave now. Thank you very much for all of your association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
And I would like to mention one. I think we have 10 more minutes. I think we can say this and then we can move on. I see that His Grace Ravi Lochana Prabhu's son, who also tuned in, his name is Ashwin, and he mentioned about an accident that he had, I think in 2004 or something. I know that personally, so I can share that. I'm sorry to the others that I cannot share that because I cannot read your pastimes, but I'm sure everyone else can. So Ashwin was in a coma, and it was everyone had lost hope, but Guru Maharaj came and visited him in the hospital, and Guru Maharaj gave him some Narshinga oil, and he woke up from the coma almost immediately. You can read what he has written in full in the chat box, and there's a host of other pastimes, so please read those comments. And next, I would like to go to Mother Chudamani. If you can tell us one more pastime, and then we'll go to Vaishnava Pran Prabhu, and we can conclude with Sri Vallabha Prabhu. Thank you.
Yes, I can talk of one more plus in the 80s. My mother and I experienced Guru Maharaj used to specially come to see us in early days. And during that time, temples didn't have any formal arrangement for sannyasis to be picked up or senior god brothers, god sisters to be looked after. So Guru Maharaj had called me and said that he's planning to come over. But when you come to pick me up, you have to bring somebody with you. He would give me that instruction. And also Guru Maharaj would be expecting when he comes that all his godbrothers and god-sisters will come to see him. So we had to make arrangement for prasadam because that is the kind of training he had given me. So I was a little bit baffled. Who do I take? I normally used to take my mother. Anyway, in that case, that particular event, I didn't have anyone else to take with me. So I took my mother, collected Guru Maharaj. And obviously everything else wasn't done properly because my mother was the main cook who would cook. I would do all the shopping. And that was one of the services we used to do, to engage. But to my surprise, because the other god sisters, Prabhupada disciples mainly, they realized that I had gone to pick Guru Maharaj up with my mother. So they had put together prasadam that day, and I got to serve them. But when I got to serve them, Guru Maharaj already knew I couldn't have cooked, my mother couldn't have cooked, and he was asking who has done this. So he was training me again that whoever is going to serve is somebody who is cooked. So I went out looking for, the Guru Maharaj's god sister to say, oh, really, I don't know who is cooked what. Guru Maharaj wants to know. So Guru Maharaj's visits are full of exchanges. In some way or the other, he's training us. He's giving us insight into serving is so important, and taking care of each other is so important. There are many examples I can give.
I know, yeah. I mean, I think we will never have enough time if we want to talk about this. And that's why JSSS is so important, because then we can continuously speak about the glories of Guru Maharaj and inspire ourselves. So I was told that we have, I think, just 1 minute each. So Vaishnava Pran Prabhu, if you have something, we can do that, and then we can go to Sri Vallabha Prabhu.
Just a quick one.
Yes.
Guru Maharaj always taught by example. That's one of his one of the areas that I've actually seen. He would listen very carefully to what you say. He wouldn't just respond immediately. He literally demonstrates what's lazy intelligence. He would listen to the devotee, listen to exactly what the devotee is saying, reiterate what was the problem, and then if it was a major issue, he'd say, meet me in his chambers or somewhere else. He'll set up a meeting and he'll speak. So there were many instances like this, especially when he was discussing with temple management, authorities, etc. He would be very, very sensitive, in dealing with these aspects, and especially with senior devotees, etc. So I know I had 1 minute, so that is my contribution. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu, for keeping it so concise and nice. So next, for the concluding words, let's hear from Sri Vallabha Prabhu. You're muted, Prabhu. Please unmute yourself. Sorry.
Sorry. Hare Krishna. As a part of the JPS Seva Committee, I have to say that a whole team of devotees who are working towards serving Guru Maharaj and his mission. And I think the JPS Care is of course the brainchild of Guru Maharaj, and devotees doing wonderfully. We have the wonderful JSSS that have to happen in every place. So the more and more JSSS happen in every town, every village, and definitely the JSS worldwide that then brings about and very wonderfully weaves in and helps the various JSSS being formed, and helps the JPS Care wonderfully weave everything together. I think yesterday I wanted to also make a mention that we are constantly thinking about how we can serve the disciples of Guru Maharaj. There's a lot to be done. We want the help of every one of you in every JSSS, and as well with the worldwide coming through, we get to see and know more of everybody. But with Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj making a mention yesterday about a fund that is being created, yes, we are working on creating a big fund. So what's the space? And we would like the support of every one of you to try and see Yatha Shakti, whatever that you can support. And we'll have a whole team that will try and see how that can be disbursed and how we can help devotees. And as well, I know that there's going to be a discussion on biography. The biography of Guru Maharaj is likely to be printed within this particular month. And so we shall knock the doors. And we want every one of you to buy 10 to 20 books and distribute it to all your friends and relatives. Thank you very, very much for this wonderful opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for that wonderful call to action right there. And now I am going to hand it over back to Patita Pavana Prabhu and Kasturi Manjari Mataji. I hope that all of you were inspired by this panel discussion. Until we meet again, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It was an absolutely amazing panelist of dedicated senior disciples of Guru Maharaj. We are so privileged to have them and imparting the most impressive knowledge on how to take care. So over to our next host, our next speaker. He is an amazing musician turned lifestyle entrepreneur, an international speaker. He has trained over 50,000 plus professionals, over 700 brands across 4 countries, and has India's largest community of experts with 11,000 members. Recognized as one of India's leading and sought after info marketing specialists, currently produced a best-selling book called You Can Coach, which you can buy from Amazon. And he has composed many amazing tracks and renditions. Yes, there's it there. You Can Coach. Our godbrother Jagannath Kirtananda Prabhu is holding up. You can see it. Please go to Amazon and buy those books. Those are really good. He has composed many amazing tracks and renditions, such as the famous Prabhupada Hoito and many other Krishna conscious tracks. He's part of JSSS worldwide core team. So yes, today we have His Grace, Shabda Hari Prabhu, to speak on how to build an effective network. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for that. And I would like to first offer my respectful obeisances to all the Vaishnavas here, specifically Sri Vallabha Prabhu, who actually cared for me and connected me to Guru Maharaj while I was in Damodar Desh. His Grace Narahari Chaitanya Prabhu also in Bangalore. All those moments of growing up in Krishna consciousness has all added up to whatever has happened in the last 3 years on my professional side, which I dedicate to Guru Maharaj. I dedicate it to all our God brothers and God sisters in this community. So in this next 15 minutes, I would like to share some of the learnings that I've had from the business world on how to build effective communities in the digital space and how we can adapt that for our family here. So how many of you here would like to learn that? You can just type Hare Krishna in the comment box. I would like to keep this little interactive so that there is participation, and I'm able to see all of you participating in the comment box. So thank you Padmanetha Prabhu for being the first one to type Hare Krishna. So in the next 15 minutes of time, I'm going to cover 5 aspects. The first one is the focus is how to build an effective network to fulfill the vision of Srila Prabhupada by pleasing Guru Maharaj. Because now with, especially after COVID, everything has moved to the digital space. And I see a lot of preachers have also adapted themselves to the online space. And I'm going to just walk you all through a simple strategy so you can take some notes and understand how you can make a few tweaks or modifications to whatever you're already doing in the preaching side to expand it digitally. And more specifically, I'm going to give all of you a demo of the JSSS worldwide network, the social network that we have in place and all the features that are there, and a simple action point. Like right now, Mataji was mentioning everyone to type in the comment box on their lesson, their experiences with Guru Maharaj, which is now on Zoom. But how would it be if on a daily basis, each one of you can get inspired by the stories, by by all the different experiences that all other God brothers and God sisters have had with Guru Maharaj. How many of you here would like to get inspired by that on our network? Just type me in the comment box if you'd like to get that kind of interaction. Because right now we are spending time together on Zoom. But I think even beyond this, after this retreat, it'll be great to have all of you participate in the network. And we have many senior Vaishnavas here who have had those small loving moments with Guru Maharaj, which I think not many people would even know. So I think it's important for every single disciple, well-wisher who has been touched by Guru Maharaj in some way or the other to use the power of this network to inspire each other. And towards the end, I'm going to be sharing with you, we'll do a small little exercise to demonstrate the power of network. And I'll keep that towards the end. So the vision, I would like all of you to just type in the comment box, what do you think is the big vision that Guru Maharaj has? I know it's a very open-ended question, but I would like to have different perspectives in the comment box. What do you think is Guru Maharaj's biggest big vision, according to you? I'm going to read a few comments. Would love to have your participation. Book distribution, preaching, to get everyone into Krishna consciousness, caring, to uplift the fallen souls, to conquer the world with Krishna consciousness. Wonderful. Love and care for everyone. So let us hear this from Guru Maharaj himself. I've taken a small clip from Guru Maharaj's offering to Srila Prabhupada in the latest Vyas Puja that happened last week. And I want to play that video just so that we can reflect on what is the big vision painted by Srila Prabhupada for us, which Guru Maharaj reiterated just in this 1 minute, 48 seconds. So I would like all of you to attentively listen to this, and we'll come back to the network and why that is important.
So, Lord Chaitanya and Panchatattva are very happy to see
Lord Chaitanya and Panchatattva, they're very happy to see
people chanting Hare Krishna.
People chanting Hare Krishna.
You have brought this message all over the world.
You have brought this message all over the world.
And so you said we should have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of gurus.
You said we should have thousands, tens of thousands, 100,000s of gurus.
In fact, eventually millions and tens of millions.
Eventually millions and tens of millions.
So you had a vision to see that the whole world would become Krishna consciousness.
So you had the vision to see that the whole world becomes Krishna conscious.
We have heard how from Hari Sri Prabhu how you wanted to save the world.
We have heard from Hari Sari Prabhu that how you wanted to save the world.
But that the world would look back and say that Krishna conscious movement, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada saved us.
That the world will look back and see that A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada saved us.
So we should carry out your instruction.
So we should carry out your instruction.
You said that.
Hare Krishna. There's more to it, but how many of you here can already perceive that this is a big vision? You can just type the word big in the comment box. Flooding the world with Krishna consciousness, making everyone chant, and connecting it back to Srila Prabhupada. That Srila Prabhupada has been the savior of our planet. So if we have to serve Guru Maharaj to fulfill that big mission and vision of hundreds and thousands of gurus and millions of gurus that he's mentioning, I'm not even able to comprehend what is that going to look like. But how many of you would agree with me that it is in our hands as a family to really focus on this on a daily basis and serve Guru Maharaj to fulfill this? You can just type Hare Krishna in the comment box. So to fulfill that big vision, and each one of us would have our own roles. There are different services that are there. And for that, the network is very important. And we have offline networks, we have online networks, and I'm going to be sharing with you some things that have been working online, because in the last 3 years, personally on the business side, I've been able to build a community of over 13,000 people that I've been able to nurture using the same platform that has been set up right now for Guru Maharaj. And I'm going to give you some ideas on how all of us can leverage this platform so that we can stay connected, we can get inspired with each other, and then we can take it forward. So now coming to the strategy, there are two kinds of networks. You have external networks and internal network. Now the external networks that are there right now are all the social media networks, which is mostly used for outreach. Talking about networks like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and there are many, Telegram. All of these are external networks so that we can do an outreach, we can put content out there, we can attract an audience, bring them back to our Zoom calls or Zoom meetings and do the preaching activities. So I'm pretty sure many of the preachers here are already active online and doing outreach preaching digitally now. Now, when it comes to the internal network, we have set up the JSSS Worldwide Network. The purpose of this network is to nurture. So outreach is what we use other platforms. And here we nurture by connecting with fellow disciples and aspirants of Guru Maharaj, by collaborating with them. We want to start getting all of you to use this network to collaborate, to inspire each other, to care for each other, and to contribute, because there would be many initiatives where support would be needed for various different projects. So the network has 9 primary features, which I'm going to demo to all of you. And you can start setting up your network today itself, and you can start posting over there. So the first feature of the network is we have a great discovery feature. I'm going to go straight into the JSSS Worldwide Network that has been set up. So this is a dedicated platform just like Facebook, but it is not Facebook. It is sitting on the domain jayapatakaswami.org. And this is like the homepage of this network where all of you can go and post whatever you want. So all of you who have been having these interactions with Guru Maharaj, you can make a post over here. And currently we have around 951 members on this network, disciples, well-wishers from all over the world who are already on this network. So the first part of this network is the discovery. The best part is when you register yourself on this network, you can find all the members near you. So right now, if you're living in Chicago, for example, once you register based on the IP address, this network will be able to pick that up and you can start to network with other members. Now, since I'm living in Chennai, if I click on see more, I can see all the other devotees and disciples who are right now residing in Chennai. So this is the first part, or the first feature which is there in this network. The second feature that is there is it has an events section. Right now, we are not using this events section, but in the future, let's say we want to list down all the upcoming events, the different JSSS meetings happening in various parts of the world. And some of the meetings could also be like an all hands meeting where all the different regions come together. So all of that can be listed over here. And we can also have special events where we have senior disciples of Guru Maharaj come and share their experiences on specific topic-based Zoom meetings that can happen. So right now we have not activated this, but we want to get all the disciples and all the well-wishers to start getting active in the network so that you'll get notified on future events that are going to be happening. The other part of this feature of this network is we have various different topics that have already been set up. So when you go into topics, every time a post is done, some of the posts happen from Guru Maharaj's side, from the JPS media team. Again, I want to thank Janakiram Prabhu, who actually set the vision for this network. I knew about this platform, but Janakiram Prabhu really helped put this into place. He has set up all the different groups, which I will actually show you. So under topics, we have any announcements from Guru Maharaj will be under this, any special instructions, prayer requests, travel and health updates, preaching reports. So if you would like to submit any of your preaching reports, just click on this and just give an overall snapshot. You can share an image, you can share some text, and we have some devotees, some disciples already sharing their preaching reports of what is happening. So you can share preaching reports, personal experiences. So this is where we would like all of you to get more active, to share your personal experiences with Guru Maharaj on what kind of care that you've had, so that everyone can click on this topic and they can just dive into the nectar of all the pastimes that Guru Maharaj has had along with you. And then besides this, if you've heard Srila Prabhupada's lectures, or you want to share any of your learnings based on what you have learned from Guru Maharaj by going through his classes. You can jump into any of these categories and make a post, and we just made it categorical so that it's easier for disciples and others to access. So even if Guru Maharaj is going to be making if from Guru Maharaj's side, if there's a post that's happening of a Srimad Bhagavatam class that's coming up, that would be posted under this Bhagavad Gita festival updates and so on. So these categories will start to get more updated as time goes and as more and more users come into this platform. So if all of you are with me till this point, you can just type Hare Krishna once again, just so that I know all of you are in tune with what you're seeing on the screen. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I would like this to be participative. Like to see those Hare Krishnas coming in the comment box. Hare Krishna. The next feature that this network has is we have different groups that have been set up for different JSSS regions across the world. So we have language-based groups. So we have Malayalam, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and then we have location-wise groups like Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and all the other regions. And we'll be shortly updating these regions with the flags, or we'll have like different colored icons. So, it'll look also very colorful when you open up the mobile app and you can actually go and join the group. So if you happen to be in one of these regions, let's say you are a part of Mathura Desh, the best thing that you can do is once you register on the network, you go in there and click on join us, and you can join the Mathura Desh group. And once you're inside a particular group, this is like a subgroup within the main group. So here, all kinds of activities, let's say there was a JSS meeting that was organized some time back. So all of those updates can be shared only for those devotees, disciples, and well-wishers in that particular region. So that's also a very nice feature that is there as a part of this network. We can have subgroups within the main group. The fifth feature that is there is the chat option. So if you'd like to chat with other members, it's like Facebook chat. You have like a common chat where everyone can chat with each other. If you want to chat with any other member, let's say there's a member, when you come back to discovery, so these are the members near me in my location, and these are members in the same role. So I've given an option where when you are registering yourself on this network, you can choose what service that you are doing. So for example, if you go to, I'm just going to go to my personal settings and my account settings. And when many of you are setting up your profile, when you set up your profile image, you can give your name, a little bit about you, which location you're from, and this option here called role. I've just put digital preaching as a role, but I've already populated a few other roles. So some of you may be in Bhakti Riksha, book distribution, child care, congregational development, cooking, corporate preaching, counseling. I've added a few topics already, but the best part is once you've updated this, let me just close this. Once you've updated your role, when you come into roles, you can go and interact with other disciples, other well-wishers who are in that same seva. So we have 14 members here who are their primary service is Bhakti Riksha. So you can discuss ideas. Okay, what is happening in your region, Bhakti Riksha? Is there any new ideas that are there for preaching or for improving the Bhakti Riksha or helping more people come to the Shiksha level? So you can actually post questions here and you can interact with other members within this forum, but it's very service based. So Bhakti Riksha, book distribution, child care, congregational development. So you can pick your primary service. And if you want to add any more services, you can just add that in your role. But the best thing that I would recommend is we have already pre-populated a few roles. Please go and use, just select any one of them so that you're able to find out. So for example, we have 2 doctors. I'm pretty sure there are more doctors than just 2. So if you update your profile, then if anyone is having any health issue, you can post directly over here and get immediate help if required, because this is going to keep the whole community connected. So besides this, a few other features that are there, like I mentioned, there's a beautiful mobile app that you can also download. The name of this app is called Mighty Networks. And once you have set up your account on jayapatakaswami.org, you can download this app on iPhone, Android, and just log in into your network, and then you can start to access. So once you've logged in the app, you don't need to log in again. So it's like it'll always stay logged in. The other thing is we have given a link to the JPS Archives also. The archives team is doing an amazing job. Shamrasika Prabhu, thank you for what you do with the team there. So we've given a link over here to archives. So if any of you would like to go straight off and listen to the lectures of Guru Maharaj, and right now the cataloging has been done beautifully. So you can search for lectures, you can go directly even access the transcripts of the lectures. So we have given a link to the archives from within this network itself. The other feature that is there is we have opened a new segment called Evolve. Evolve is to have more courses in terms of video courses for disciples and for well-wishers to learn various different topics. For now, since I had already done a small training for digital preaching under Evolve, that is the first course that has been loaded. But in due course of time, we would like to have more and more courses from senior disciples on various topics. There could be courses on care, courses on cooking, courses on anything that can keep the community together. And right now, just one course has been loaded, and we can have multiple courses that can be loaded into the system. And the last but not the least, the other feature is the analytics. So we want to actually share with Guru Maharaj what is happening on this network. And since all of you are here live, I can just show you, since I'm having an admin account, I can see analytics like this, because numbers give better clarity on how the network is performing. So right now I can see there are 952 members. The best time of the week is 5 a.m. on Fridays. That's when most people are active. I can see how fast the network is growing and what's the returning rate, what is the retention rate. Now, this is the kind of data that the media team and will be sharing with Guru Maharaj to get his guidance on what else can be done. So right now, since this has been set up, the first step is to get all of you on this platform, is to get all of you active on this platform and to start posting on a daily basis. So if all of you are inspired by this platform that can bring our entire family together, you can type Hare Krishna once again in the comment box before I get into the next part, which is the action. I'm going to give all of you a simple action step to take immediately, 5 actions, so that you will be able to use this network in a much better way. So the first action step is to get equipped with the digital preaching skills. So my recommendation is those of you who have still not gone through the digital preaching course, you can go through it just to understand how you can improve in the outreach part of preaching, because this is more about nurture. Get equipped with the digital preaching skills. The second action you can take is set up your account on the network. And here is the checklist. Please update your profile pic. I see a lot of disciples there have not updated their profile pic, or they're using a Guru Maharaj picture, or they're using pictures of the deities. Let's not do that, because we need to connect with others. I would recommend all of you to use your own picture so that you can connect with other disciples from all over the world. Update your cover image, update your role, update the description, where you're from, what service you're doing, and join the respective JSSS group that you are connected with. So if you're in a particular location, let's say you're in Bangalore, or you're in Chennai, or you're in any other part of the world, join that particular group. The third action step is you can become an ambassador. So you can invite other disciples into this network, and there is a point system that has been set up over here. And just to show you how to do that, once you are logged into this system, when you click on this, when you go to the home page and click on the plus symbol, there's an option here to invite. So you can invite other disciples, other God brothers and sisters. When you can either add their email ID and invite them, or option 2 is you can copy your unique invite link that is here and then share it with them so that they get invited. And as you're referring more of our own existing God family into this network, there's a point system. So if you refer 2 members, you become a bronze. But I'm pretty sure we'll be from our side, we'll be able to track how many are bronze members, how many we have silver ambassadors and gold ambassadors, just to make it fun and make it like a game. So that is the other action step that we have set up, which is to become an ambassador. The fourth action step is to get active on the network. So how do you get active? I have broken this down into daily, weekly, monthly. This is just an idea, but you can use this network the way that you would like. So on a daily basis, here's what you can do. You can break it down into 2 parts. One is you can learn every day. Maybe you listen to a Guru Maharaj class, you listen to a lecture or a Srila Prabhupada lecture. And I've already given the link to the archives. So let's say you learn something, you take notes, and then you share that learning in the network. So this way, and it's coming from your side. It's not just copying and pasting from Veda base or taking it from directly from the books. Like, we would like you, all of you, to learn and share your insights on whatever you have been learning. And when you share in the network, you can also share it topic wise, whether it's a Srimad Bhagavatam class or a Bhagavad Gita class or a Chaitanya Leela, or maybe Guru Maharaj has given the class today evening or yesterday, and you want to share what you learned from that class or what were the big takeaways you got from that class, and you can share it back into this network. So this is the first thing that you can do on a daily basis. On a weekly basis, you can share between 1 to 3 of your personal experiences that you've had with Guru Maharaj, like the stories. And you can even do this on a daily basis, but in a week, if you see maybe 3 to 5 experiences, that will be really inspiring. Imagine if 1,000 disciples are sharing one experience per week. We are going to be having at least 1,000 experiences shared. And that's going to be a lot of content to read and a lot of nectar to dive into and swim in. And monthly, if you're a preacher, you can share your preaching reports. Just give a snapshot, share your JSSS meeting reports in your region, and also get JSSS meeting participants to share their experiences. So I also do this in my network. So every time I do like a weekly mastermind with my members, when I finish that mastermind, I would make a post in the network and would ask people to share their comment below that post on what did they learn. So once you've completed your JSSS meeting in your region, what you can do is you can ask all the members who have participated in that meeting to come back to that network within your group, whichever area or location that you are. They can share what was their experience. They can share pictures, they can share their learnings and how they were able to connect more with Guru Maharaj. So if all of you are clear on the action, on the activity, you can type clear in the comment box so that I know we are all together on this. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So now given that is the daily, weekly, monthly activity. And if you would like to be creative on this, you want to do something more, you can feel free to reach out to us. And then we can always, it's very dynamic. The system is dynamic, and we want to, the goal is we want all our God family, God brothers, God sisters, and our senior disciples of Guru Maharaj to come together and inspire each other. So we are open to ideas and suggestions as we move along. So the fifth point is I would like to throw a 90-day challenge to all of you here watching. So the 90-day challenge is, today is the 5th of September. So September, October, November. So for the next 90 days, how many of you here would be willing to take this up as a challenge to learn, share, and care on our network on a daily basis? You can just type Hari Bol in the comment box. If you would like to make this a commitment where you don't have to spend too many hours a day, even if it's like 15 minutes per day or 10 minutes per day, you're sharing something. We had some amazing speakers, panelists who actually shared their experience with Guru Maharaj. You know, what if that was documented? And once we start to document more and more of this, it becomes so much, so much more inspiring for the newer disciples coming in. And when they start to read that, the connection with Guru Maharaj becomes so much more stronger and deeper. So a few guidelines that I would like to mention is, as the network is growing, we need to make sure that there are no personal promotions here. Yes, we will be also having a team that will be moderating this. And we want you to focus on sharing inspirational content that you're learning. And we would like you to use this platform to build and nurture relationships with each other. Building relationships with God brothers and God sisters within your own region. And we can cross-pollinate between other regions of the world. So that way we get to learn from each other. So I'm going to be ending this segment with a special demonstration of the power of a network. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give all of you a link to a Google form. And we have around 341 people watching live. Now, some of them may be also watching on Facebook and other places. So I'm going to give the link to this form. And I would like you to just type out one idea. Okay, what is your one idea, or even you can type multiple ideas to really help carry forward this vision of Srila Prabhupada, what the first video that I actually played to you. So just click on this form link. You'll come to a page which looks like this. And just type in your name and what is your one idea to help Guru Maharaj fulfill Srila Prabhupada's big vision. It can be any idea, any idea. Let's type that. And I'm going to show you the power of this network here live in action within the next 3 minutes, we are going to see how many ideas are being generated within this group here itself. So please give your one idea. It can be 3-4 words or one line, and you can even type a second or a third idea if you would like. So I'm going to share my screen and let's see the ideas come in. This is the power of the network. And I'm going to share this particular link with all of you so that you can refresh on all the ideas that are being generated within this group. So we have 4 ideas that have come in. Please share your one idea. Manohar Shyam Prabhu, love and care in preaching. Okay, Lalita, Lalitangi Radha Devi Dasi Mataji, we do all the courses up till Bhakti Sarvabhama. That's an idea. So every idea is please do not categorize it as a good idea or a bad idea. Everything is an idea. It's just a matter of when you want to use that idea. And I'm going to share this link with all of you now. I've just created one more link. And this is the link which you can bookmark. I'm going to give all of you this particular link. These are all the ideas. I'm just pausing the comments on Zoom. So this sheet of ideas are going to come to you. So let's just look at the ideas. We have now it's 7:58 p.m. I just want to give all of you another 2 minutes. Let's see how many ideas we can generate as a God family, God brothers and God sisters, to please Srila Prabhupada, to please Guru Maharaj. We are at 42 ideas generated in just 1 minute. And please go and read all these ideas, and you'll never know. One of these ideas can be implemented into your own preaching activities. One of these ideas can be implemented into your own yatra. So please go ahead and do that. We are at 45 ideas now. Let me give the link once again. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this on Facebook or anywhere else, you can also, go to this link. I'm going to share the link on the screen. It's bit.ly/JSSS-form, bit.ly/JSSS-ideas. So that's a short links where you can get access to both. And this is an open idea generation sheet. And this is, I wanted to demonstrate this just to prove the power of network. And if we all can put our minds together, I think we can really please Guru Maharaj in every way possible. So it's 7:59 p.m. I would like to hand it back over to the hosts. They're at 57 ideas. Keep those ideas coming in and bookmark that link so that you can take any one of those ideas back to your yatras. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Sabdahari Prabhu, for an interactive presentation on JSSS network and its features. And you have very wonderfully illustrated how the power of network. So dear devotees, let's move on to call to action. I know that we have shared the links before, but now we are going to share again the JSSS Worldwide Network link, Mighty Network. So we humbly request all the devotees to please kindly check your chat boxes and click on that link and join our JSSS Worldwide Network. Please do not miss out. Sabdahari Prabhu had very nicely summed it all up and all the amazing features that we have and how we can get connected. So please do click on the link. We were also sharing the link while Sabdahari Prabhu was presenting, but we are sharing again for the benefit of those who have missed the link. And another important point, yesterday Guru Maharaj mentioned about the importance of his disciples updating the details in the JPSK database. Now Guru Maharaj was mentioning there were some cases where some of his disciples' email ID was invalid. So Guru Maharaj wants to keep in touch with all of us and encourage all of us to update our details. So dear devotees, we are also sharing the link for JPS database, which is now made available in the chat box. So dear devotees, please kindly click on the link now and start to fill in your details as soon as possible. So you can view the poster there. When you click on the link on the JPS database, you can see there are various sections, 8 sections. You can start filling your personal info, your contact details, your ashram details, your spiritual status, devotional service qualifications, reading books, Jayapataka Swami. So please take note of these links. Do not miss out. Click on those links and let us all get connected. So, dear devotees, now we are moving on to the backbone of our society, and they are the youth. So we have with us His Grace Deva Madhava Prabhu, who will be sharing this wonderful session on how to care for the youth. So Deva Madhava Prabhu is the community director of the Harmony Collective Ypsilanti in Michigan, USA, where they have a farm, restaurant, and community center. Professionally, His Grace shares practices of bhakti in secular environment with his business, Ananta Wellness, and he is a member of GBC SPT. Over to you, His Grace Deva Madhava Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Patita Pavana Prabhu. Hare Krishna devotees, my obeisances to everyone. I wanted to begin with a little story. I don't have much time, so just to leave everybody with a certain impression. I was asked to share how to care for youth. So I'm mostly going to talk about how not to, because many people have an idea of what the youth need, and it's usually a projection of their own insecurities. So there was a instance that Devamrita Maharaj shared with a group of us once, and it was about his brother. His brother was a studying law student at Harvard, which is one of the most famous law schools in the world, and it's located here in the US. And Maharaj's brother was aware that his brother, Devamrita Maharaj, had joined the devotees. And he was studying on some legal cases and looking for opportunities to make a name for himself as a lawyer coming out of law school. And he saw that the devotees were involved in a case for religious freedoms related to book distribution, etc., and where it could and couldn't be done. And so being in Boston, Harvard is very close to our Boston temple. This devotee went there, or rather Maharaj's brother went to the temple, knocked on the front door, and was greeted by a devotee who didn't even invite him inside. And the devotee said, "What would you like? What do you want?" And he kind of explained himself. He was, wondering why he wasn't even invited inside. He said, "Well, my brother is affiliated with you all, and I'm a lawyer, and I have an interest in helping you all in this case." And the devotee, whether he was aware or not, even is still in question, but he kind of snapped back and he said, "We don't need you. We have our own lawyers. Thank you, goodbye." And he closed the door. And that was that. And Maharaj's brother from there resolved, well, I'm never going to bother with ISKCON again. These people don't know how to respect anyone, what to speak of somebody that's offering them help. Today, Devamrita Maharaj's brother is the head corporate lawyer for all of Toyota International auto manufacturer. And the talent that we could imagine he must have as a lawyer to be able to head up that service for that firm is unimaginable. And there he was wanting to offer that to ISKCON, but because he met a particular person with a particular narrow idea of what was needed and who was wanted, then he went away and he never was willing, or you could even say able, to connect with the devotees again. So when we discuss youth or next generation or encouraging young people, the first thing is to understand how easy it is to discourage them and to be very careful, to tread lightly, as it would be said, when relating with young people, because they're in such an uncertain time in their life. The current world situation, what social media especially is doing to the experience of everyone, but especially young people, is literally crippling. Every young person is an addict from the age of 9 or 10 onwards. Every time you put your child in front of a screen, you're exposing them to a drug. We say no intoxication, but these apps, these games, these videos, everything that you're showing your children, YouTube, etc., it's all very explicitly designed by very intelligent people to grab hold of the chemical dynamic in a person's brain and just run it on a cycle. It's called the Dopamine Loop, if anyone would like to look into it. And so our children are growing up as addicts, and they're doing so on top of all the other awkwardness that comes with being a young person. And we've all been there, so we remember the uncertainty that comes with wondering, what am I going to study, and what am I going to be when I grow up, and who am I going to marry, and where am I going to live, and how much money am I going to make? There's such crippling uncertainty for any young person in any society, but then especially today in the modern context, it's overwhelming. And you, I speak for myself also, I'm only 34, and yet I can see I literally grew up in a different world than a young person today who's 10, 12, 15, even 20, 25 years old. I'm worlds apart from their experience, and so are you. So please recognize that when you're relating to the young people, whether they're your children or the young people in the temple, that you really have almost no idea what's going on for them. And they're very acutely aware of that, whether you are or not. So then there's a simple but memorable saying that goes, people don't know or don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you can apply that to your relationship with young people, sit down and hear from them, ask them questions, find out what they care about, find out what they're worried about. Then you'll find that they're able to trust you, and they're able to recognize that you're a well-wisher and begin eventually maybe to take some advice. So I'll shift now into a more positive framing. This comes from His Grace Kalakanta Prabhu, who's a Prabhupada disciple and is famously running the Krishna House here in America. That's where they, at the University of Florida, a place where Srila Prabhupada visited. They've been distributing prasadam on the campus for decades. And particularly when Kalakanta Prabhu took over the program, then it took on a new life and became not just a prasadam distribution program, but began to really make devotees. And as we speak, and for the last decade and a half, Prabhu has had about 30 young people in his ashram every semester, because they work on a college semester. And so people can stay there between 3 months to a year. And he's had a full ashram for the last decade. And it's because of a certain attitude, a certain approach that he has begun to take, which is very different from what we're used to. And he shared this with us at the North American Temple Presidents meetings a few years ago. And it struck me, so I wanted to share it with you all as a way to shift how you may be relating to young people. And when we, even myself as a young person, when I made this shift in how I approached taking care of the devotees that were coming, then I noticed that our community really became something more substantial than just a little group of young people who were meeting for kirtan and going out on Harinam once in a while. It is developed into the actual community that we have today, where we have a farm, we have a restaurant, we have many healthy families coming together for all kinds of activities, not just ones that are official and formal at the temple, but just on their own, desiring to spend time with each other. That whole dynamic, which we're all looking for, really came around when we began to apply this principle from Kalakanta Prabhu. And I'll share that with you now. Kalakanta Prabhu said that in the old days, and largely still in the movement today, people have the idea and the attitude that we need more people so that we can execute projects. We want to get things done. We have a goal to build a temple. We have a goal to distribute more books. We have a goal to raise some money. We have a goal, and therefore we need people to come and help us fulfill that goal. And this attitude creates a kind of objectification of people. We don't see them as people, we see them as things, as a tool, a piece in our puzzle that we've already, crafted in our mind. And we need them to come over and fit in that. And if they don't, we get angry at them. We dismiss them. We get rid of them. We call them all kinds of things like not surrendered and faithless and lazy and whatever else. So rather than that attitude, Kalakanta Prabhu said that he began praying to their Gaura-Nitai deities there in Gainesville. Lord, if you send us devotees, then we will take care of them. If you send us devotees, then we want to take care of them, not engage them in our projects so that we can feel good about what we're doing, but we want to help them in whatever they might be wanting to do. Let us take care of them. So you send us devotees so that we can take care of them. And when he made this shift, that's when he began to have dozens, and then now again, 30 plus people in his ashrams. every semester. Whereas before, the way the program was previously operating, they might have 1 or 2 people at a time. So to put it on your lap, ask yourself this question. The children in your life, the young people in your life, whether they're your own children or the young people at the temple, in the community, do they get that sense from you that you would be willing to care for them, that you love them, that you will support them in their endeavors, even if they don't want to be Krishna conscious in the kind of explicit way that you would prefer to see? Answer the question honestly for yourself. Do the children in your life, do the young people in your life feel that unconditional support from you, that you would be there to encourage them, whether they're willing or wanting to be Krishna conscious or not? If the answer is no, then that's the place to start, that you have to adjust your sense of inner maturity, where you don't need a young person to give you validation for being Krishna conscious so that you can feel like a good parent, where you can feel like a good preacher or bhakti rickshaw leader, whatever the case might be. When there's that neediness present, then it totally spoils. And we've all felt that when somebody needs us to act a certain way so that they feel good about themselves, then it totally spoils the sovereignty, the rasa of Krishna consciousness, the experience of service. So don't spoil the young people's experience of service. Instead, give them that sense of unconditional encouragement. And then naturally, they'll want to be a part of something that's supporting them. They'll want to support something that's given them something that they can recognize and feel and tangibly say has benefited their life. So that's the principle I wanted to share, devotees, with the brief time I have. I hope that's something that you all can take away and kind of use as a lens to examine your relationship to youth, young people in your own life. And I thank the organizers of the retreat very much for bringing us all together to inspire us to do something wonderful for Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
So thank you so much, Vallabha Prabhu, for an eye-opening session with a new perspective on how to actually care for the youth. Looking forward to hear from you again, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So dear devotees, in the last few years, Guru Maharaj Health had some changes, making Guru Maharaj very concerned about his disciples. As a result, the JSSS worldwide was created by his blessings and guidance. The JSSS team has created a new innovation to help our God brothers and God sisters. Let us now welcome the wonderful Grahastha couple, His Grace Upendra Gauranga Das and Her Grace Kasturi Manjari Kripa Devidasi, to conduct the D2D session tonight. Just a very quick introduction. Upendra Gauranga Das runs an electronic engineering business, and Prabhu have joined his parents since childhood in actively serving the devotees in expanding Srila Prabhupada's movement. And Prabhu's good wife, Kasturi Manjari Kripa Devidasi Mataji, is an executive financial advisor with a degree in public relations. And both of them are passionate preachers of Srila Prabhupada's mission. In following Guru Maharaj instructions, both of them just completed their Bhakti Shastri degree. Their graduation was today. And both of them act as the global liaison between JPS Care and D2D local coordinators, and helping to steer the local coordinators. So dear devotees, let us welcome His Grace Upendra Gauranga Das Prabhu and Her Grace Kasturi Manjari Kripa Devi Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. And to our dear God family and the well-wishers that have joined today. Welcome to the D2D innovation.
Hi, Bo Kasturi Mataji. D2D sounds very catchy. What does it mean?
Upendra, if you listened yesterday, first day we spoke about D2D. And D2D is disciples looking after disciples.
But we have JPS Care. Why do we need disciple to disciple?
JPS Care means Guru Maharaj looking after his disciples. And D2D is the disciples looking after disciples. We need to help Guru Maharaj.
That sounds very interesting. How do you plan to roll this out?
Well, next, I'll tell you. Our vision is next. To connect Guru Maharaj's disciple globally in a harmonious, inclusive, and transparent manner. And next, we will tell you more. The mission to create an effective and structured communication and support system with His Holiness Jayapataka Swami family.
Wow, Kasturi. I love the picture of the redwood trees. They're some of the tallest trees in the world. The most interesting thing about these trees is they have a very short root structure. Their roots grow outward and they connect with the tree next to it. In this way, some of the tallest trees remain supported and they do not fall down because of the most effective and natural support structure.
Absolutely, Upendra. And it means teamwork makes dream work. So that's what we want to achieve, so that Guru Maharaj will not need to worry. We all become independent of each other. And next, we will go on to the 3 R's, which is our motto. First is retain, regain, and reach out.
Wow, Kasturi, that sounds interesting. Retain, regain, reach out. What does that mean?
As you know, many have taken shelter of Guru Maharaj. And over the years, due to some difficult challenges, unfortunately, some of our God family have lost their way. It is our plan to firstly retain our present God brothers and sisters, show them care, support, and make it known that they are not alone. Challenges come in many different ways, like the storms as you've seen in the redwood forest. With an effective support structure, we will not fall down. And secondly, to regain our God brothers and God sisters that have left. Let's show them strength is in numbers and under the shelter of Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. And to reach out to those who are in need of care, or are going through some challenges and difficulties. We really need to be there for them.
Actually, Srila Prabhupada once said that it takes buckets of blood to make a disciple. Absolutely. And it also takes buckets of blood to retain that disciple. So your idea of retaining our God family is most effective. And in this way, we can protect every drop of Guru Maharaj's blood and keeping it intact.
Absolutely. That's our plan. Our plan is number 1, identify and connect with disciples all over the world. Number 2 is set up local D2D teams of coordinators in your local community. 3, put an action plan together with timelines to link our world God family.
If there's any serious matters, please, it is really important for us to connect with JPSK directly.
Absolutely, Upendra. Next, we will go to the slide that tells you how to download these Mighty Networks app and Guru Maharaj's site as well. So please download, just like how Shabda Hari Prabhu showed us. It is easy, effortless, and stay connected, updated. Next, we will go to the slide of Srila Prabhupada and hear a message from him. Very importantly, Srila Prabhupada mentioned in a message on the 25th of December, 1966 in New York, taken from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, 334 to 341. People, if they take advantage of this movement, they will be very happy. And this is the only movement for re-spiritualization of the whole world. And those who are intelligent, they should come forward and cooperate with this movement. Keeping that in mind, with a mood of care, just like Guru Maharaj Let that resonate with everyone you touch. Spread Krishna consciousness and preach about Lord Krishna. Save everyone as Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada is saving. Save them with unconditional love and compassion without judgment. Let us offer that type of presence in those who need our care. We can help Guru Maharaj, help others. And as Srila Prabhupada took the message as it is from the Guru Parampara that was originally sent by Lord Krishna and spread it throughout the world. Guru Maharaj is just one of Srila Prabhupada's spiritual sons, and he is doing this. And now we have the responsibility to follow through and spread this message, to carry this torchlight of hope for eternal happiness, so this light can dissipate the darkness that we are experiencing right now being in the ocean of material existence. We need to serve our spiritual master by continuing the spiritual torchlight so everyone can receive the mercy. And next.
This is our contact information. So please contact us so we can set up our local D2D networks all around the world, connecting every one of us together. The first email address, my email address is upendra.d2d@gmail.com. Kasturi's email address is kasturi.d2d@gmail.com.
Thank you, Upendra. I really want to be part of this team that we get together, working as a team, you and I, with everyone. So we can please connect with each other, take care of each other, our dear God family. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Shri Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. So thank you so much, Prabhu and Mataji, for the attractive and clear presentation on D2D, why and how to get connected to JSSS Worldwide Network. So dear devotees, their contact details have been shared in the chat box. Please do kindly save their contact details and get in touch. Dear devotees, thank you so much for staying with us this far. Now, to boost up our energy level, the next session is going to be an energizing one. Kasturi Mataji, who's coming up next?
Whoa, Prabhu. Well, it is none other than our dear Jagannath Kirtananda Prabhu, who is an integral part of our team, JSSS Worldwide. Prabhu has always shown one of those very important tick messages. He's shown us team spirit. Amazing. Over to you, Jagannath Kirtananda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Now we're getting ready. We're getting to a stage of soon. Guru Maharaj will be coming on and we'll be getting absorbed into Chaitanya Leela. But before that happens, I just want to get everyone into that mood right now. Today you have heard, and I'm going to start. I got so inspired by Nitai Sevani Mata. She said, you got to care for yourself and also care for others. And then later, what did we just have? The tree analogy by our dear Upendra Prabhu and Kasturi Mata. And on that basis, I want you all to think about the tree of life. And I'm saying this on a very broad basis, that we have to work together as independent trees, connecting in the roots together. But before those trees can connect, we got to do three things. Okay, are you ready? The first is the roots. We have to go deep. Guru Maharaj is telling us that we need to connect with Shastra, we need to read more, we need to also understand each other on a deeper level. That's the root. Then we have the trunk. We have to grow strong. And then finally, when the root and the trunk are strong, what happens? We get a nice flourishing crown. And that's when we give back. So on this basis, I want you to do one thing. I want you to raise your hands in the air, just like you just don't care. I'm looking everywhere. And just say, dear Krishna, please let me be an instrument that I can give back to others. And please help me to go deeper in this spiritual life. And how are we going to do this? The way we're going to do this is first, we're going to go deep. Remember the roots I said to you. And with the roots, what do we have? Call out to Krishna. Chant and pray with attention and absorption. Then I want you to get to know Krishna. Read, hear, contemplate, and apply the lessons of Shastra. Finally, we make our roots go deep. Develop loving relationships. Seek association with the family that we have around us. We have so much now technology there to help us connect. Connect to the JSSS Worldwide Disciples Network to help us to connect to Guru Maharaj as well. Secondly, I want you to think of the trunk. Let's grow strong. And the way we can do that is balance your priorities. Excel in your material and spiritual duties. Try to have that balance in your life. Lead a healthy lifestyle. I'm talking about myself now as well. Take care of your physical and emotional needs. And to grow our trunk stronger, live with integrity and values. This is so important. Transform your character and develop saintly qualities. Look at our Guru Maharaj. Look what he's showing us. He's leading by example. So we just have to follow. And then finally, when the roots and the trunk are strong, what will happen? The crown will be amazing. And the leaves will be flourishing green. Then we're able to give back. But what I want you to do, how do we give back? Reach out. You heard just a minute ago about being a D2D global coordinators, that we need to reach out to others, care for and encourage others. This is important. Engage your talents. Use your skills and abilities in the service of Krishna. And finally, contribute to society. Take responsibility for Prabhupada's mission. We all have a role to play. Now, if you are really wanting to do this, what I want is you both to raise your hands in the air. I want you to see, I'm looking. Simha Chaitanya Prabhu, I can see you. I can see you, Mitra Govinda Prabhu. I can see everybody here. And I want you to say, dear Krishna, help me to be stronger in my spiritual life and to care for each other. This is a sincere prayer that we are trying to make today. And may Lord Krishna help us grow stronger in our roots, make our trunk fuller, and make our crown greener. If we can do these things, dear disciples, we will be fantastic. So please, let's try this for dear Guru Maharaj. Let's try this for all. And now, talking of a person that has really helped and has been inspiration to my life, who is going to be interviewing dear Guru Maharaj. It's none other than our dear Marichi Prabhu. He is somebody that personally I've seen his love and care. We all go through ups and downs, and he's always there. You know, he'll message, he'll see how we are, and he's one person that's living and imbibing the tree of life. And we all need to follow his example too. He's a senior disciple of dear Guru Maharaj. He's also part of the Seva committee. He's also this safari organizer extraordinaire. From the early days, he's been organizing safaris. He's also an amazing musician and much, much more. But most importantly, he's a true pillar of example of caring and loving devotion. And I'm so honored to have him join us today and to speak a little bit about him. And now, I just want to bring Marichi Prabhu on. He's here right now with us. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining us, dear Marichi Prabhu. And while we just wait for Guru Maharaj to join, is Guru Maharaj here? Please, tech team, if Guru Maharaj is here, please bring him on. I just want to just check. Dear Marichi Prabhu, how are you today? Guru Maharaj is here, so I will take it the interview for Marichi Prabhu to speak to Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my dear Jagannath Kirtanananda Prabhu. I am audible.
Yes, yes, you're audible, Majichi Prabhu.
Prabhu, you make us cry, Prabhu, with the beautiful poetry and beautiful speech, glorifying our beloved Gurudev, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Really, you are gifted. You touch the heart of so many disciples today. Thank you, Prabhu. And dear Guru Maharaj, please accept our respectful obeisances.
Nuestras respetuosas reverencias.
All glories to your divine grace.
Todas las glorias.
Please take my blessings.
Yes, and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Todas las glorias a Srila Prabhupada.
All glories to Prabhupada. We can hear the Spanish translation.
Yes, the Spanish translation is online, so we have to keep it silent. So at this moment, Gurudev, today we are maybe 1,500 disciples and well-wishers connected with your
Querido Guru
divine
Maharaj,
grace
ahora tenemos como 1,500 discípulos
in this JSSS worldwide virtual retreat. Many are connected through Zoom, by Telegram, Facebook, and different medias. Gurudev, you are an ocean of auspicious qualities, but today I want to mention two of them. The first one is caring, and the second one is caring. Yes, caring and caring. Caring and caring. Since I met your divine grace about 37 years ago until today, I always see how you constantly caring and caring. I witness and I could tell many stories on how you care for our spiritual life, not only your disciples, but everyone on your way. But now we all want to hear from you, Gurudev. So I kindly request you if you can say something to us. I will say caring. I have maybe 2 or 3 questions, but maybe I will do 2 questions at first. Caring is a natural gift for you, Gurudev. So the first question will be how...
Natural gift for you.
Yeah, caring is a natural gift on you, Gurudev. So the first question is how we can develop this wonderful gift. And I will follow the second question together because it's also about caring. Guru Maharaj, for many years, we know that you wanting to take care of your disciples. Now you have created JPS Care, and also you have created JPS E-Care. And now we have the JSSS worldwide and JSSS groups all over the world. We would like you to explain how these 3 areas can help you in the service of taking care of the disciples.
What are the 3 areas?
How those 3 areas can help you in the service of taking care of the disciples.
3 areas that can serve you in taking care. What is the second area?
What's the second area?
What's the second area?
JSSS is one, as we know, the local groups all over the world, and the team for the JSSS worldwide. This is one area. 2 is JPS Care, and 3 is E-Care, the one that you created.
JPS Care and E-Care.
Yeah, the last 2 are all the you taking care of the disciples, and function through correspondence, through the app for the mobile, a special office that you set up, managed by Chudamani Mataji, and other wonderful devotees who are helping, like Satyameda Gauranga Prabhu, Janaki Ram, well, all the devotees helping you in the correspondence, like Syam Rasika Prabhu, Radha Raman Prabhu, etc. No? All the devotees. And then how these three areas can be integrated,
Correct.
and what we as disciples can contribute. We want to know from you the big picture of these three areas, dear Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale
Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami
Iti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Devi
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Sannavadi
Paschatya Deshatarine
Mukhakaroti Vachalam
Pangung Langayate Girim
Yatsitatanande
Shri Gurum Dinatarinam
Paramananda Madhavam
Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram
Hari Om Tat Sat Samarichi Das, a very dear disciple.
So Marichidas, you are very dear disciple.
As Jagannath Kirtananda explained, you have touched the heart of many people.
As Jagannath Kirtanananda has explained, you have touched the heart of many people.
Vallabha Prabhu, he has also given his idea that by giving care to the young people,
Deva Madhava Prabhu had also given his idea that by giving care to the young people,
and reminded me that Siddharth Swami Prabhu, Maharaj, he had instructed us.
I remember that Sridhar Swami Maharaj, he has instructed us.
If you want money from the donors, I'll give you advice.
If you want money from the donors, we'll give you advice.
If you ask them for advice,
if you ask them for advice,
I'll give you money.
They'll give you money.
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
He's saying that if you give care to people, they'll give their life.
He was saying that if you give care to people, they'll give you life.
If you want their life, they'll give you anything.
If you want their life, they won't give you anything.
Something like that. I haven't thought of a proper thing, but of course in Mayapur, they have every Thursday a JSSS program.
Of course, in Mayapur, they have every Thursday JSSS program.
So I heard that about 2,000 people attend.
I heard about 2,000 people attend.
But somehow the global JSSS says they have 952 members.
Somehow the global JSSS says that they have 952 members.
I don't know if that's accurate.
I don't know whether if that is accurate.
But whatever it is, they're also helping to connect the disciples to me.
So whatever it is, they are also helping to connect the disciples with me.
And by the disciples helping the disciples,
and by the disciples helping the disciples,
telling their experiences that Sadhari mentioned,
telling their experiences that Sabdahari mentioned,
reading the post on the social media
reading the post on the social media
that Janaki Ramchandra maintains,
that Janaki Ramachandra Prabhu maintains,
or by being part of the Jayapataka Swami app,
or being part of the Jayapataka Swami app,
which His Grace Sumedha Gauranga maintains.
which His Grace Sumedha Gauranga maintains.
All these things are meant to help people to fulfill Prabhupada's vision.
So all these things are meant to help people to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's mission.
Prabhupada had asked me or instructed me to make many disciples.
Prabhupada has asked me or instructed me to make many disciples.
But then I realized making disciples is one thing.
But then I realized making disciple is a one thing.
Kasturi Manjari Kripa Didasi mentioned, but retaining them is another thing.
But as Kasturi Manjari Kripa Devidasi mentioned, training them is another thing.
And we want to retain the disciples.
And we want to retain those disciples.
Sometimes we hear that disciples they give up the chanting.
Sometimes we hear that disciples they give up the chanting.
I think, well, what's the use? They're still suffering in the material world.
Well, or sometimes they think, well, what's the use? They're still suffering in this material world.
They have some false expectations.
They have some false expectations.
Somehow by being a devotee, the material world is going to become nectar.
Somehow by being a devotee, the material world is going to become a nectar.
Material world is a material world.
The material world is a material world.
And by Krishna's mercy, maybe they were saved from the worst part of it.
And by Krishna's mercy, we can be saved from the worst part of it.
We think that whatever suffering I'm enduring is much less than I deserve.
So we should think that whatever suffering we are enduring, it is much less than I deserve.
How you want people to participate in the JPS care.
And we want people to participate in the JPS care.
People join the JSSS.
We want the people to join the JSSS.
And we're thankful for the JSSS worldwide.
And we are thankful for the JSSS worldwide.
To coordinate the efforts.
For coordinating the efforts.
Actually, we can see that technically they're very well organized.
Actually, we can see that technically they are very well organized.
Some of the disciple came and was commenting that Sadhari Das and others are very well organized.
Some of my disciples, he came and commented that Shabda Haridas and others, they are very well organized.
And I'm very grateful. Somehow or another, we want the devotees to be attached to this Vaishnava association.
I'm very grateful. Somehow or other, we want devotees to be attached to this Vaishnava association.
I mentioned that Jayapataka Swami care. We want to care for the aspiring, sheltered, initiated, Siksha, other well-wishing disciples and devotees.
So as I mentioned that through this Jayapataka Swami care, we want to care for the aspiring, sheltered, Diksha, well-wisher, and other Siksha and other disciples.
But right now, I don't know, only 20% max of the contacts are up to date.
I don't know, but right now, up to 30%, 20% max, the contacts are updated.
Most of they bounce back.
Mostly they bounce back.
And people, they change their email. They change their situation.
People, they change their email, they change their situation.
And they don't notify us.
And they don't notify us.
So that way the JSSS may help us in different ways.
So in that way, the JSSS can help us in different ways.
I read every day, whatever I do, I give out the JSSS app.
Every day, whatever I do, I give it in the Jayapataka Swami app.
2 days I missed.
2 days I missed Mangalarati
because of my cellulitis.
Because of my cellulitis.
But today I attended Mangalarati.
But today I attended Mangalarati.
I uploaded it to the app.
I uploaded that to the app.
I visited some temples.
I visited some temples.
Not as many as usual.
Not as many as usual.
Only about 9 or 10.
Only about 9 or 10.
So usual 20 or so.
Usual rather than usual 20 or so.
And like that, I'll also update my presence in the JSSS.
I like that also.
World virtual retreat.
So like that, I also will update my presence in the JSSS virtual retreat.
So I'd like to do as much. I mean, I'm open to any ideas.
I'm open to any ideas.
I want to take care of all these disciples.
I want to take care of all these
I
disciples.
want to see they go back to Godhead.
I want to see that they go back to Godhead.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Now, Prabhupada said we have to have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of millions of gurus.
Prabhupada said we need to have tens and thousands and hundreds and millions of gurus.
So in my lifetime, I may not see that 10 million gurus.
So in my lifetime, I cannot see that tens and millions of guru.
But Prabhupada said that one should read, should know the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam.
Prabhupada says that one should know the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Know the teachings of Lord Chaitanya.
Know the teachings of Lord Chaitanya.
So I would at least, if people, devotees have the Bhakti Vedanta degree,
at least devotees, if they have the Bhakti Vedanta degree,
then I would be somewhat convinced that they can disseminate the message.
So I can be so much convinced that they can disseminate the message.
I don't know if JSSS can help in instructing the devotees.
I don't know whether the JSSS can help in instructing the devotees.
Well, that's, Krishna told me that for those who are senior devotees, have read the Shastra many times.
Atul Krishna told me that those who are senior devotees who have read the Shastras many times,
and read Prabhupada books many times,
have read Prabhupada's books many times,
they don't have to go through the course.
They don't have to go through the course.
They can just take the exam.
They just can take their exam,
get the degree.
Get the degree.
So I think that devotees, either they take the course or they are already well versed in Prabhupada books.
So I think that
take the exam.
So I think that devotees, whether they go through the course or they are well versed in Srila Prabhupada's books and they go through the exams.
In this way, I like to, in my lifetime, I can promote, say, 500 disciples gurus.
So in this way, I would like to promote, say, 500 disciples as gurus.
Right now, we only have 100.
Right now, we only have 100.
And it's after 50 years.
Let's say after 50 years.
And a lot of them are old. They're not going to live very long.
So all of them will be old and
we don't know how long they'll live.
We don't know how long they will live.
But some people should study Prabhupada books, take the exams,
so people
get
should
the degrees.
So people should study Srila Prabhupada's books, take their exam, get their degrees.
Instead, some people, they don't chant, they don't care.
Instead, some people, they don't chant, they don't care.
They come out of the contact with devotees.
They go out of the contact with the devotees.
So you should see how by the somebody cares or he cares called by the JSSS worldwide
So we should,
different groups.
So we should see that the JPS care and the JSSS should cover them by.
You get the people involved, get them inspired, get them to chant.
Get the people involved, get them inspired to chant.
And practice Krishna consciousness.
And practice Krishna consciousness.
I want to speak of the gurus. Many of them are not even devotees, hardly. They're devotees in the heart, but they're not practicing much.
Okay. What to speak of the gurus? Many are not even devotees. Okay, they are devotees in the heart, but they are not practicing externally.
What do you think?
What do you think? Marichi Prabhu, what do you think?
Wow. Guru Maharaj, I am so touched by your speech and also your encouragement to learn Srila Prabhupada's books and to take care of each other. I don't know what to say, Guru Maharaj. You say it all. And one thing I would like to appreciate or also request devotees, anybody who have any idea how to care for disciples, how to help in this area for Guru Maharaj, please send your ideas to the JPS, JSSS worldwide. You send your ideas to Jagannath Kirtanananda or to the email address. For instance, I just got one information. Well, it's something that we're doing in Malaysia. I want to give an example, Gurudev. You know, the temple management in Kuala Lumpur, they did a research of all your disciples who left the body until today. And the total number is 75. So what they did, what we did in Jagannath Mandir, we offer one lamp to Narasimhadeva for each person, you know, a plate with 75 lamps twice a year, once in Narasimha Chaturdasi and one more time in an Ekadasi day in Damodar month. And we informed to their families, and everybody was so touched by this, not only for the departed souls, also one more plate for the sick devotees, especially now many devotees suffering because of COVID, and one more for the congregation and for the sponsors and all the blessings of the yatra. Like this, you see one simple example, no? How we can care for devotees. I am sure devotees like Vallabha Prabhu, he have a very excellent devotee care program in South Africa, and you know, devotees who are doing already programs around the world, please share what you do. And if Guru Maharaj, you want to also mention any other practical way that we can care for each other, please, Guru Maharaj, and thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Well, that's a very interesting thing that they're doing in Malaysia.
So that's a very interesting thing that they're doing in Malaysia.
And I was being flooded by letters.
I was being flooded by letters.
How my uncle has passed away. My sister is sick with COVID,
My uncle has passed away. My sister is sick with COVID,
and they're asking me to pray for them.
and they are asking me to pray for them.
So I asked them to give to the address COVID@jayapatagaswami.com.
So I asked them to give it to the address covid@jayapatagaswami.com.
And Nrsingadev,
And I prayed for them to Lord Nrsingadev.
at the so that they don't get left out.
So all these things we are doing so that they don't get left out.
I put them in I asked them to write to the COVID@jayapatagaswami.com.
I told them to write to covid@jayapatagaswami.com.
And like that, I can think of other ways, but
So like that, I can think of other ways, but
I think that Sadhari Das, he made various suggestions,
I think that Shabda Hari Das, he made various suggestions,
and those are certainly very practical.
so certainly they are very practical.
So I don't know what else to say right now.
I don't know what else to say right now.
Thank you, Gurudev. Hare Krishna. We have no words enough to express our gratitude to you. Before I pass into our host, Jagannath Kirtanananda Prabhu, I would like to thank you. Also would like to, I always appreciate very much those devotees who are helping you in the correspondence, no, like Haridas Chaitanya Raman Prabhu and Chudamani Mataji, those devotees directly engaged, helping you on this. I see how much time you giving for the communication, praying for everyone. And I want to express my gratitude also for all those devotees who are helping in devotee care around the world, to the JPS Seva Committee, and to, of course, I'm making a small correction also when I mention the 3 areas. I think JPS care and e-care is basically under one umbrella. It's all the same department. And thanks also, of course, all the JSSS, the devotees from all around the world. So thank you very much. Jagannath Kirtanananda Prabhu, please, if you want to say a few words now.
So it would also be nice to have more people join the JSSS groups.
So it will be also very nice to have more people to join the JSSS group.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
And Guru Maharaj? That's all right. Hare Krishna.
Yes, because I know that after this, Guru Maharaj, you have your Chaitanya Lila class that you kindly giving to us every day. We can go to sleep and have sweet dreams with the Lord Chaitanya's Lilas. So please, Jagannath Kirtanananda or Kasturi Mataji, please, if you can continue.
We'll be very quick, Guru Maharaj. And just want to first of all say thank you to everybody that's joined today. Thank you, Chiranjeev Prabhu, Sri Vallabha Prabhu, Chudamani Mataji, Vaishnav Pran Prabhu, Shabda Hari Prabhu, Pendra Prabhu, Manohar Sham Prabhu, Mathura Lileshwari Mataji, Nitai Sevani Mataji, Deva Madhava Prabhu, Marichi Prabhu, Sri Vallabha Prabhu, I've said as well. And also our host that we had, that's Kasturi Kripa Mataji, and Patita Pavana Chaitanya Prabhu. Our tech team, Janaki Ramachandra Prabhu, Padma Netra Prabhu, and of course, Asham Rasika Prabhu. And our translators, that is of course the Ojaswari Radha Mata, Jalangi Mataji, Sujitra Prabhu, we have Yamuna Leelavati Mataji, Amala Nitai Prabhu as well, and many others. And Shanti Rupa Mata, Mahavra Prabhu, and everybody else that's been helping. Thank you. But Guru Maharaj, just before you go into taking your Leela class, we have very small thing that we want to share with you. And that is, I would bring up Ishwaku Prabhu to share this with you. Hey, Ishwaku Prabhu, please, 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 please share the news of the disciples and everybody about what we got in store.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. We can hear you.
All right. Okay, so quickly, so we don't take much more time from all of you, and particularly Guru Maharaj, who's making such a sacrifice in continuously giving the Chaitanya Lila nectar every night and visiting devotees around the world. We just have some great news from Syam Rasika Prabhu, who's one of the leaders of the JPS publication, the biography of Guru Maharaj, which was inspired by a dream that Satyaraj Prabhu, Srila Prabhupada's disciple, had, where Prabhupada told him, you have to write about the life of Jayapataka Swami. This is to inspire us all. We know how fortunate we are to have the biographies of Srila Prabhupada. We know how inspiring it is to hear his voice, to hear his chanting, to read his letters, conversation, classes, etc. Why? Because he represents Krishna, and Krishna gives us that bliss in our heart. Now we have the opportunity to learn so many details about Guru Maharaj's life. So finally, after so many obstacles, after the problems with the COVID, the biography is at the printers, and by the mercy of Bhakti Purushottam Swami, the Seva committee, and so many devotees who have worked hard for this project, we hope that by Radhastami, we will have some copies ready for distribution. So our call of action is that you get in contact with us or take Syam Rasika Prabhu JPS publications. We will be having this contact for those who are interested. Please ask Sri Vallabha Prabhu, chairman of the JPS Seva committee, encourage everyone, please make your orders and try to inundate the family of Guru Maharaj's disciples with this wonderful, wonderful book. I know Guru Maharaj for over 3 decades, and I thought I knew many of the details, but when I read this book in helping in the edition, I was just blown away. Guru Maharaj is a powerhouse of inspiration, and this book will definitely enhance our commitment to serving him, Srila Prabhupada, and helping humanity to take up the Krishna consciousness movement. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, thank you everyone.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to quickly, Guru Maharaj, put it to the host, and if Padma Netra Prabhu can share the Vyas Puja poster, I'll just quickly hand it to them just to quickly close up. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Kasturi Mata, and our dear hosts, Kasturi Mata, and also
Hare
Patita Pavan
Krishna.
Chaitanya Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we're going to end with the call to action. So
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Guru Maharaj just would like to thank Ishwaku Prabhu.
He's offering a special course in counseling.
So he's having a special course in counseling.
And this is one way to give care to devotees.
So this is one way to give care to the devotees.
And also Sadhari, he's produced a book.
Also Sabdahari, he has produced a book
on how to give counseling.
On how to give counseling.
Haribol.
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 thank you, Srila Guru Maharaj, and thank you, Ishwaku Prabhu. So dear devotees, you have heard from Srila Guru Maharaj Guru Maharaj wanted all of us to be connected to the JSSS network. So we have shared the link. So for those devotees who have missed, please do click on the link and get connected. Join in and get involved. So dear devotees, this year's Sri Radhastami celebration, which falls on the 14th of September 2021, marks the 51st Sannyas anniversary celebration of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj ki jai. So we have the good fortune to jointly celebrate this glorious occasion on the 14th of September 2021 from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. So devotees, please kindly take note of the Zoom link and do not miss this wonderful celebration. Over to you, Kasturi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Wow, what a beautiful retreat program we've had. And let us leave this with a mood of care and how we made each other feel. Let that resonate with everyone we touch, everyone we meet. Let us spread this Krishna consciousness, preach about Lord Krishna, and save everyone as Guru Maharaj is saving them with unconditional love and compassion without judgment. Let us imbibe that mood and be present. Don't forget to connect with D2D, log in your details, get involved in your local teams, and know that JPSK is Guru Maharaj looking after his disciples, and D2D is disciples looking after disciples. Let us help Guru Maharaj. He should not be all the responsibility to be on his shoulder. We need to help Guru Maharaj. So that is our call to action today. Take responsibility and help. And we will see you in 4 months' time, January 2022. So stay connected for now. Teamwork makes dream work. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for sacrificing your time, your energy to share with us this torchlight of spiritual knowledge, which dissipates this darkness of material existence. We are forever grateful to you, Guru Maharaj. I'll hand over to you now, Srila Guru Maharaj. Thank you and for your mercy and continuing your Chaitanya Leela class. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Everyone, please stay online. Guru Maharaj will be back. We're going to be having the Chaitanya Leela class. And here is Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, querido hermano espiritual, Vallabha Prabhu, ¿cómo estás? Hace